Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sports Factory podcast. It's a little different because right now I'm operating solo dolo. Some people may come on. I assume a couple people come on, but for right now, you're just about to get me. And that's perfectly fine for right now because I do have a couple of things to talk about. The Week 18 NFL season or NFL schedule is about to come up. Now, with these Week 18 NFL games, a lot of them, some of them are like, who cares? But a lot of these games are very important. One very important game is the Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts. So I'm going to give you a little quick breakdown and also talk about a couple other things that I find very interesting. And as people come in, we're also going to do something very special. We're going to do a 2023 award show, seeing what is the best of 2023. For more content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So first off, and usually as the host, I'm the one asking the question, but this is something that, a couple of things I just wanted to get off. So the Houston Texans, they face the Indianapolis Colts coming up Saturday. This is CJ Stroud's very first playoff game. And I'm saying playoff game because this is his first ever important, like really big time, prime time important game. This is essentially a playoff game. And when you're facing a team like the Colts, to me, the Colts are a team that just refuses to die. I mean, they keep winning, and it's kind of weird how they win because they'll lose to a team like the Falcons, but then they'll beat other teams, beat teams like the Ravens and the Browns. No, they lost to the Browns, but they'll be competitive against those teams. And it's like, are the Colts really good, or are they like, I can't tell what the Colts are. The Texans have that same level of inconsistency. This game is so huge, and it's so ironic from last year's game because last year we played the Colts and we were trying to lose the game so we can have a number one overall pick. Lovie Smith went for 2. We won the game, and now look, we got CJ Stroud. So it's funny how life always kind of comes back on itself as we're about to play them, and we actually need to win this game. So the thing about, and this is for my Texan fans, this is a game that we can definitely, if we lose this game, we'll be sad, be depressed. A lot of Texan fans will really, go over the haywire if someone costs the game, whether it's the referees, whether it's a certain player. But in all honesty, if you're a Texan fan, you should go into this game and just go eat, what does CJ say? Like even keel, You shouldn't go into this game overly anxious because the thing about this is that we're a 9-win team. We've won 9 games already, and having a winning record after the last couple of years, especially last year where we were so awful and we were even bad at being bad, it's pretty tough. So you look at that, this season is already a success. Now the cherry on top is getting into the playoffs. If you beat the Indianapolis Colts, beat a division rival, and get into the playoffs. So don't go into this game with like, oh my gosh, if we lose, the world is over. We need to fire this guy. We need to fire that guy. I mean, don't go into this game like that. What you need to go into this game is go in even keel. Understand that like BS can definitely happen in this game. I can see the Colts winning this game, definitely. Just to be completely honest with you. But at the same time, this season is probably top 5 Texan season of all time. Just take it for you got CJ Stroud. You have some pretty good wide receivers. Your offensive line play pretty well. We have to shore up the D line, get some more D line talent. D lines are playing pretty well, but you want to add more, defensive line to help. Your secondary, has injury problems. I know Jimmy Ward is pretty injury prone, so you probably want to go and get some help in the secondary. You got a lot of cap space. If you lose this game, then you'll be 3rd. You'll have number 3 in terms of who you play next year. You're 3rd in the division, so you get a 3rd place schedule. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You definitely want to win, but it's not the end of the world. So, the Texans versus the Colts, that's going to be very interesting. I mean, I honestly think the Colts win this somehow. I don't know. Like, obviously I'm going to be biased and pick the Texans, but like, this is something. I just feel like the Colts win this game. But let me, I got my man is here. Let me add him to the stage. But yeah, man, I was, what I was doing, I was just talking about the Texans.
Mm.
Let me connect.
Yeah, y'all had a pretty good game. Am I too loud?
Nah, you good. Okay. Yeah, we beat Tennessee, beat them down pretty good. And that was, we had to win that game. So now we facing this first ever primetime game, CJ Stroud and Indianapolis. Saturday night primetime, 7:15. This is a playoff game. To me, the playoffs have already started. You win, you're in. You lose, you're eliminated. So, I was just saying, basically talking to Texan fans or whatever, is that like this season already, like you got to go in this game with an even keel mindset, because this season to me is already seen as a success. You already have a winning record. I mean, if you go into this game, I can see like a referee call or some BS happen and you lose the game and everybody start, throwing the biggest temper tantrum and being sad and being like, want to fire this guy and this and that. But honestly, like, when the season started, you told me we'd be 9-8 or whatever, and with a chance to make the playoffs in week 18, I'd be like, yeah, that's fire from compared to what I used to be, compared to what I was like last year and the year before. So don't over analyze nothing. Just go into the game, play ball. They're a good team. You're a good team. Let's see who's the best team. If they win, hey, it was a good fight.
What's the situation? Is it winning in, or was it what?
What do you mean?
Yeah, do y'all need anybody to lose, or you win?
Oh,
you
no,
get in?
it's winning in. If you win the
Okay.
division, it's Jacksonville has to
Oh,
lose and we win. But it's the Colts or Texans will be in the 2023-24 playoffs. Now, for ratings, you want the Texans, because if the Texans play like the Chiefs, Mahomes versus Stroud is more entertaining than Minshew versus, Mahomes. But I mean, hey, the Colts, I gotta give the Colts credit, bro. I don't like the Colts, for obvious reasons, right? But like, I gotta give them credit. Them boys, they've been winning games. They've been balling. They lose to teams like the Falcons, but I also lost them, whatever. But like they'll beat teams like the Ravens, So they're an interesting squad for sure. So it should be a very interesting Saturday. But
Yeah, I mean,
I
all
mean,
respect to Gardner Minshew. That's what happened when you don't have like a solid quarterback. You up and down like a sine wave. You're not even kill. So you get up for the good games, and somebody can come snatch your inferior opponents or whoever's like the same like rating as you on the film. They can come and steal a game from you. But yeah, shout out to y'all. I mean, y'all gonna be one of the few games that we actually care about this week. Well, there's a lot of games we care about, but it's a lot from the players and coaches point of view. There's been a lot of like people like sitting out these
yeah.
games this week. People just resting their players, but yeah, y'all gonna be the one of the few games that's everyone taking in playoff mode.
And I'm curious to see what CJ do, on a prime time, like prime time level on the prime time scale. Because we've every game we've played this year has been 12 o'clock. Every single one, no matter how important it was, it's been a 12 o'clock game. They even flexed the 3 o'clock game to 12 o'clock. So this is a first, and this, usually the older Texans, they'll be on Saturday prime time, but it'll be like the early game, the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. That's when we make the playoffs. We'd be like the early Saturday game because no one care about you. But we the late Saturday game, so I don't know. That's a little different. The vibes are a little different. The aura is a little different. Like I said, I can see the Colts winning this game. I just see that home cooking is for sure something, and then like I know a referee's gonna like hold me somewhere in there. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, we a good team. We're not a great team, but we a good team. We know what's at stake. CJ got the right mindset. Hey, just go in there and let's see what happens, bro. We got our kicker back. We may need him for a long field goal to win it. So, it's
I
gonna be a
expect y'all to
fun one.
win. Y'all have CJ Stroud as when the times of the playoffs. This is where like when you have a better quarter. This is where it comes. It matters and all that. So that's why I'm expecting y'all to win. I'm expecting CJ Stroud to come in, and I mean he is a rookie, but hey, like this is a goal. Like getting to the playoffs is a goal. I know that D'Amico Ryans is pushing, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna come into this game, with that in mind. So anything
Yeah.
less is a failure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to win the game and make the playoffs, and if you don't, then it's a failure. But
This is a
I'll say the season.
gauge. This is a gauge game. We need to gauge how we're going to treat. Everything's a test. Like it may not be like in terms of getting to the Super Bowl, but like in terms of building the franchise for the future, like games like this means like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I would compare my team If no matter what happens, just compare it to like the Lions of last year, 9-8 team, didn't make the playoffs. They got expectation, and that's why I'm hoping. If we don't make the playoffs, that's what I'm hoping the arc and the plot look like. That's if we do make the playoffs, likely a first round exit. But hey, it's fun to get that experience. This experience right now. This is to
Yeah,
me,
just
week 18 is the playoffs. This is the playoffs, anyways. If it was 3 years ago, this would be the
yeah,
playoffs.
just
So
we need to get in there to get CJ experience. We need playoff experience is very important. It is just like in basketball. Like that's why it's important for rookies to go in and immediately get some, because when it's time and when the expectations come, you're not new to the fire. It's just when because I don't think CJ hasn't faced a defense in playoff mode. This is a different speed. Every people not like going all out. I don't want to say they're not giving a full effort. They're not giving their all. Like when it's a different type of motor when it's a one game elimination. You can go home and everyone has bigger goals, and you're gonna see a different speed. You're gonna see a different. Now the D coordinator is gonna pull their entire playbook out because this is where all the marbles at. During the season they didn't want to put everything on film because it's a copycat league. But now you finna get it all. Everything you've been struggling with all season, you finna see it over and over and over again until you can beat it. So
yeah, hey, it's gonna be a fun matchup, bro. It's gonna be a fun match. So we'll see, hey, Texan fans, we'll see what happens on Saturday. But this is one thing I did want to talk about. I wanted to get your opinion. I want to get a lot of people's opinion. I was on a podcast earlier and I talked about this as well. And it was like, what should the Chicago Bears do with their number one overall pick? And I had I had my response to it, but I want to know yours first before I just re-say mine. But what do you think about that? What should they do with their pick?
So before I give the Chicago Bears like viewpoint, can I go from Justin Fields, what I think he should do?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, okay, for one, I know that it was all nice how Chicago finally rallied behind you and they're fighting for you and they're cheering for you like to be selected. But if I'm Justin Fields, I'm going up to the Chicago front office and I'm asking them to be traded. I understand you have a big decision to make, and this decision can affect um like this is literally the inflection point on everyone, pretty much a lot of people's jobs in Chicago. And I know you want to get it right, but if I'm Justin Fields, you have not proven that you can build around me, and it's taken too long for me to get to this point. Like I've seen three different O coordinators, and you just now got me a number one receiver, but the defense was young and we couldn't get behind it. Now I'm constantly blamed, for everything of that nature when it's really, yes, I haven't developed yet, but if and yes, everyone in Chicago is cheering for me, but the same people that's cheering for you will boo you if you do bad next year. So let's just agree to disagree and go our separate ways. And please send me to Atlanta, send me back home, because not only can I get a bag, but I'm with young talent and I can honestly have a slight fresh start with Arthur Smith. That's Justin Fields' point of view. Now, if I'm Chicago, this is very hard. And I think they should literally think about this all the way up to when they're on the clock, because it's hard. You can now. It's easy to go for if you go with Caleb Williams. Now we're getting off. Obviously, we're getting off Justin Fields, and we're starting with a fresh slate. So you're saying that you don't trust the development of Justin Fields in time with this same group. You think Caleb Williams, you're trusting his upside, which I am not mad at. And
I am.
honestly, you haven't had Chicago. You haven't had a good quarterback ever. So yeah. Now on the flip side, if you do keep Justin Fields, you can trade that number one pick, or what I would do is draft Marvin Harrison and sure up, that just give Justin Fields more weapons. If you do that, everyone in like the entire Chicago organization is on the hot seat. Like now,
Yes.
like The moment
Yeah.
you don't take a quarterback in the draft and you trust in Justin Fields, everyone's on a hot seat. From every player, you're under a microscope, and Eberflus, this is your prove year, so you're trusting in that, and GM, all of that, and now you have expectations. Now we have to develop Justin Fields, and honestly, if I had to choose, I don't know. There's nothing Justin Fields has shown me that he should have developed
Oh
somewhat
man.
so this far.
Mm.
He should have. I
Hey, look.
I mean I know you've seen like three different coaches, three different NFL playbooks, which is at least 200 plays, which is at
Oh,
least variations.
I gotta
Three
pause that.
different. Go ahead.
No, sir. You saying you don't, wait? Hold on. You saying you haven't seen any development in Justin Fields?
Not enough.
Not enough. Yeah.
Not enough.
Uh,
So
But
so far so
do
far.
y'all watch the games? Like,
Yeah.
No, but look.
Obviously.
bro,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
watch like I'm no, I'm because I told y'all, I got Sunday tickets, so I can watch all the
Mm.
games. And the games I always watch that are non-Cowboys, I always watch the Ravens, I always watch the Bears. What's up? I always watch the Texans because these games they hold dividends, they pay out later. But when I'm watching Justin Fields, like the plays he's making, that is starting QB. That is a starting QB, and that's
That
somebody I'm
franchise
willing
QB.
to build my organization around. The only bad thing I see out of Justin Fields is injuries. Everything else, like getting the ball to his receivers, he's going through the same stuff that Mahomes is going through, like drops. Like some of the passes that he's making, like it's straight up drops. Like for instance, even with the Hail Mary, I guess I'm not too mad at that. A Hail Mary is not really likely, but the ball hit his receiver in the hands. He's on the ground, so it's not like he's falling he's already on the ground. The ball literally touched his hands. It's a Hail Mary, so you should already be heads up. So it's just stuff like that. Like I see some plays where I'm like, man, that's a really good play. And to me, now this is where y'all could say back to me. I haven't watched much to Caleb Williams, just the big games, because in college, to me, the big games matter more because you go against a lot of like scrubs, quote unquote, even for like the Alabama QB. Like now, this is your time to go against and go and prove it. Because what do you do against like
Damn,
SFA? I
Houston
don't
State.
care about them games. I was about to host Sam, but what you do against
Nah, yeah,
SFA,
SFA,
like
yeah. Yeah, Cook SFA.
yeah, those, you know what I'm saying? Like those games don't matter. But the games that matter is like these are your playoff games. These are your like now we can judge you because you're going against other teams or other colleges that are more than likely NFL ready. So those games to me hold more weight. I don't care what you do throughout the whole year. The lights are bright. This is when we need you to be great. But go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. This is why I picked Caleb Williams. I'm gonna just tell you straight up. Justin Fields is developing. I won't lie. He is playing because I cooked him early in the season, roasted him. He is developing. He's playing better ball.
Great
I would
ball.
tell you, if you want to, you already passed up on a quarterback. You didn't pick Bryce Young. You don't need to. Bryce Young isn't that guy. But you passed up on CJ Stroud, right? Chicago fans, they're like, okay, we passed up on CJ Stroud. Okay, cool. Now, am I going to go and pass up on another guy, the Caleb Williams, the best prospect since Trevor Lawrence, whatever, elite prospect, right? I'm going to pass up on two guys like this. So CJ Stroud, rookie of the year player, and Caleb Williams, an all-time prospect. Who am I passing them up for? For Justin Fields. Now, Justin Fields is playing, I'm saying he's playing good football, but I don't
Great
know. There's
football.
not a lot of players I'm going to pass up. I'm not a lot of players I'm going to pick this guy over these two, over the prospect of having one of these two players. Justin Fields to me hasn't shown me enough. Obviously, he's shown you enough these past couple months, but he hasn't shown me enough to where I'm like, let me go and get. Because if you do that, you have to invest in Justin Fields for many years. It can't be like next year if he's injury prone or if
what
he's
have
like.
you seen in Caleb Williams? What is it? Because every
first
QB has something special. Are you a winner? Can you run? Like what is Caleb Williams? Well, I know he ain't
before
a
I answer
winner.
that,
What does he do special?
before I answer that, you got it. So the Bears organization, they need to take a look in the mirror
Yeah.
and admit that they cannot build around the dynamics or the toolkit of Justin Fields, which is
Yeah.
a gifted running QB would, he has an average arm, but like below average accuracy. So they proven they can't do that. Okay, with that being said, I was watching a podcast earlier, and he put it this best way. Now, John, you're gonna be able to relate. So he first said that this is the first time we're actually having a number 1 overall pick go to the Bears. Are not a great team, but they're a good team. So I think we got to think, whoever anybody above, because the Bears actually they're a pretty good team this year, but they're not great. So what he was saying is, if another team, like, what if the Cowboys had the number 1 overall pick, and we don't have to take into account Dak's this season, Dak. What if the Cowboys had a number 1 overall pick, and it was a choice between paying Dak 40 to 50 million or drafting Caleb Williams? What do you think the Cowboys are going to do?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't really believe in rookies like that.
They get the better prospect.
That's a good question though, because most people, like, they put a lot of stock in rookies. Because even back then, just you remember this. I wanted Jamal Adams, and they were like, they wanted the first round. At that point, our run defense was crazy. The same year, Jamal Adams, he literally saved them against us when we played the game. Like, he came down on a blitz, he stopped that on a 2-point conversion, crazy stuff. So I'm like, bro, let's go get him. Now, I will say that would have been a huge mistake, not only because of the way he's playing, but we got CeeDee Lamb. So in that sense, I see what you're saying. If Caleb if he's gonna be CJ, then I'm with it. If you guys think he has to at least be CJ or more. Now, nobody knew CJ was gonna come in. CJ came in NFL ready. No. He came in past NFL ready. He came in net ready.
He came in as a raw prospect.
Caleb Williams. Well, I don't watch his games, but the clips, not the clips, but the games, like the games where, like, it matters, or like I think it's gonna be a good game, because I know college football is I'm not about to watch people put up 70. I know the Dolphins did it, but I'm not watching people put up 70 and you going against a team that can't even get past midfield. I'm not watching that. So the game,
I ask what would the Cowboys do in this situation? Because, like, if you bank on Justin Fields, you're gonna give him a 2-year prove it deal. Okay, now let's say if he don't develop in them 2 years, then you gotta pay him, and you're stuck in the situation. Rather than, if we go with Caleb, we give him just a bucket of a bag of nickels, which is an NFL version, about a $40 million contract for 4 years. But we can stack the roster and maximize and actually evaluate. And if this fails, hey, we got another pick. We'll have another pick, a top pick. This is on us. But like, now I'm thinking about it. I know the Chicago Bears are going to do. They're going if they want to take the safe route, they're going to get rid of Justin Fields, because the moment they keep Justin Fields, then now everyone's in a hot seat. Everyone's up under the same microscope, because like they're going to. I wouldn't make my job that much harder if I was like that. As soon as you, because now you gotta, if you keep Justin Fields, so you're not gonna draft Caleb Williams. Are they gonna do like me and draft Marvin Harrison? They may say like, no, let's trade the number 1 pick and get a haul for it. And now you have a bunch of players, and I mean, you've been proven to build this defense, and now the moment you keep Justin Fields, now expectations come arise when you can really push that off and just build the best possible team.
Because do you want to be, I know GMs, do you want to be that guy that passes up? Like Caleb goes to like if he goes to one of these NFC teams and then he become really good, and you got Justin Fields, and Justin Fields, say he plays well, say he's still good, but then Caleb Williams is that guy. I don't know. It's one of the things, bro. Like, if you pass it up on players like that, bro, I don't know.
Like if Miami had
players like that. If Trevor Lawrence is not, what is Trevor Lawrence? Is he a game changer? Is he like, how many teams would say, man, I want Trevor Lawrence? He's not up there. How many people would say how many people would say they want CJ?
The Chargers.
I think more people would say they rather CJ. Yeah, he did the thing against the Chargers, but that was more of the Chargers being the Chargers than it was Him
But he
being
had to
like
come
he had
back.
4 interceptions. If you put a competent QB back there besides Justin Herbert, the game wouldn't even got close. Now, I'm not saying he's a bad QB, but I feel like the way y'all are now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way y'all talking about Caleb is that he's about to come in and be who is he gonna come in and be? Is he
Well,
gonna
he
be
have
Andrew Luck?
That's the thing.
What?
It's
No,
like basketball, John.
I'm not gonna trash Andrew Luck, but
It's just like basketball. Like you
who he
bank
about
on
to come in and
upside.
be? Tell me
You
who he
bank.
just tell me who he gonna be.
You're gonna bank on
We don't know what he's
upside.
gonna be, but his upside's high. He
Yeah,
got
his
like
upside is
hella.
high.
I don't know what
Is
he's
his
gonna
high?
be.
Nah,
I mean, he
don't
reminds
think.
me. He reminds
to
me
me,
of Aaron
a
Rodgers.
good QB. It don't matter if you're a good QB. It really don't. It matters is are you gonna be put in a situation? Lamar got put in a great organization and a great situation.
But the Bears
Mahomes,
have a good
great
situation.
head coach. But that's what I'm saying. These are bad organizations. The Bears, they tried it with Mitchell Trubisky, and I know it faded out, but he still like he came in, he was decent. His trajectory was the same as Mac Jones.
That's even more of a reason why you need to draft a quarterback. You remember
Yeah,
But
those
Justin
defenses?
Fields is good enough. He's good enough to where it's like, okay, let me go get the receiver from I think it's Ohio State. I forgot his name. Let me go get the receiver from him. Let me go get me a tackle. Because what you can do is you can trade that first round pick, and now you can get 2 picks, and you can do what the Texans did and go back to back. Get you offensive line, get you that receiver. You can pick the receiver first because it means more to them. Just like the Texans chose CJ before they chose Will, but it really didn't matter. But
Justin can get you a second.
It mattered for that one reason. It did matter because we wouldn't trade back with Arizona if it was for CJ. If we did Will and then CJ, then Arizona would ask for more because more teams would have asked. But you pick a quarterback, trade back in for defense, and people ain't going to trade up for that.
That's true. Well, I was more saying like,
but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but for the most part, I just don't think he's gonna come in and be that generational. Like,
I mean,
I don't know. I don't see it. I just don't see even the QB. I watched the game against Texas. Now, if he play like that, and I seen some games like that, then I'll be like, cool, because that QB he looks NFL ready. He looked like he ready to be a system. He eventually be more, but he looked like he ready to come in as a rookie and be a system QB, and eventually get to something else.
See,
but
you seen one game.
I don't know, man.
I
know it's only one game. That's what I'm saying.
Phoenix
but
is good.
It's against another great team, a team that's more NFL ready than most of the teams you play throughout the year.
The Pac-12 is good. The Pac-12 was good. You just seen it in the championship game. I mean,
and he balled out.
Penix got some flaws. Actually, Penix is like number 5 on. He's number 5 like on the QB board, and I understand it too because he has some flaws. Like, he got an arm on him, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like, there's a reason why people like Caleb and Drake May got this hype. They see the upside. The thing is, Caleb has been having this hype since like the years when he was in Oklahoma. They knew he was going to be this good. You got to go turn on the film from when he was Oklahoma, and then he transferred, followed Lincoln. Was it not Lincoln Riley, but the coach to USC, and he balled out there. You got to see now. The thing is, he operates more out of structure. That's my only concern. But he has the arm talent, the accuracy on the run. He's a dual threat. He can shake and bake. Like he has all of that in his repertoire. The thing you were mentioning all these Chicago previous quarterbacks. The Mitchell Trubisky era is the reason why you need to go draft a quarterback. You cannot pass up on another bad talent. That alone, you remember that era. That was one of the Chicago's best defenses. That their
defense was great.
They wasted because they were missing the guy behind the center.
It came down.
They won 12 games. They won
kick though. After that's when their whole organization went bad. But I mean, it was a tie game against what? I think it was the Eagles.
It was Trubisky,
and
Trubisky was the problem.
They were one kick away from doing something in the playoffs.
Trubisky was the problem, though.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but he still he was still playing well enough. He wasn't.
They were booing that
first
boy.
round.
He was bad, John. He was bad.
The year they went to the playoffs, he was bad.
He was bad.
He was okay. He was
Yeah, 'cause
mediocre.
I remember when he played us. He had a solid game.
The defense
But
carried.
and you
He was
compare it
killing
to
us too.
Mahomes. Mahomes that season was the 50 touchdowns. You feel like we didn't get Mahomes. We got Trubisky, and now you're like, what I could have had. That could happen again. They keep Justin Fields and Caleb Williams go some other teams. I don't think he's not gonna go crazy like that.
Okay, what have the Bears did since? That's what you need to understand. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, talent does matter, but let's look at Mahomes this year. We see a drop off. So it's all about like what's around you. Now, obviously, Mahomes is still the best QB, and I'm not saying anything bad about him, but these guys aren't being put in great positions. Mahomes, Kelsey, Hill, I think the kicker dude, I forgot his name.
Buckner, I think.
Nah, not a running back, but whatever.
But Mahomes,
they were in great positions because I remember it was a segment on First Take that was saying, what would Deshaun Watson do in this same, if he was on this team instead of Mahomes? So that's what it come down to. If Mahomes would have went to the Bears, I don't care. He would have not been Mahomes.
First of all, the Bears
they would have won games and they probably would have won the championship, but it wouldn't have been those 50 touchdowns.
Oh, yes, it would. Oh, yes, it would.
Sir.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Me, I knew Mahomes was like that. Because you know why? Go back in time. It was 2016, 2017. The game, Texas Tech versus Oklahoma. He threw for 800 yards in that game. And Baker Mayfield threw for like 500.
Who won?
Okay, I think it was Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But he threw for 800 yards.
Did Baker go off that game?
He threw for like 500. But
yeah,
he threw for 700.
So not only did he go off, he won the game as well. So Texas Tech, that's kind of a moot point when you put it that way because Baker
who's the better quarterback?
Baker had the same. Who's the better quarterback?
Who's the better quarterback?
Mahomes.
By far. Why?
Yeah.
He came from a losing John. He came from a losing program. He came from a losing program,
and he went to a great head coach. And he went to Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce.
I understand that.
And I know when people see this, they're gonna think I'm trying to take away from Mahomes. That's not what I'm doing. All I'm doing is you saying Baker that he went crazy that game, but Baker went crazy too. And
Baker had prime Odell.
He won the game.
Baker had prime Odell out of like last year of his prime Jarvis Landry. I think Njoku was there. Was Nick Chubb his running back too?
And they won a playoff game. And then in the next year, but look how many OCs he's been through.
I'm saying they both
happened when Mahomes lost his OC.
No,
it's the reason that their play is down.
Actually, that's what I'm about to get on you. The reason
I'll tell you this.
The Mahomes situation is the whole reason why you don't pay Justin Fields. The Mahomes situation is the whole reason why you move on Justin Fields.
I don't get it. What you mean?
Because the talent around him. The talent around him was good last year, but they can't afford anyone else, John. Because
okay, put it like
that's
this.
That's why you
Fields has came back. He got the tight end. He has DJ Moore. The running game is picking up. Since he's been back, I mean, how many? I don't know the stats off my head, and I don't know the wins off my head. But they've been beating teams that they should lose to. Like for instance, they beat the Lions. I know this is divisional, but that's who you got to beat to win the division. They beat the Lions. They beat the Packers. So they've been beating solid teams, and he's been playing well. And they almost beat the Browns. It came down to one bad play. Or not, I guess not one bad play, but just the Browns made a better play. The Browns better team, so that's fine. But was it competitive? It was a competitive game. We are used to him struggling. Like when he played us a couple years ago, it was a lot of trash time. But now they're taking leads. I see enough out of him to where I can go get that receiver. I can go get me another tackle or a guard or somebody, and I can build around that. Now,
this is a hard decision.
Okay, I'll tell you the only people I would have gave up on him for Andrew Luck. I would have gave up on him for Andrew Luck. I would have gave up on him for
Patrick.
Well, I guess, but Patrick I mean that's more hindsight. Now CJ.
What about CJ?
CJ is actually making this moment so hard.
Yes, I would, but I don't remember. Now, like I said, I don't be in the trenches. But I don't remember CJ being this crazy prospect. Like you gotta have
a good prospect.
He was a good
He wasn't
prospect.
crazy.
He was
He was
just
a
good.
really good
He was
prospect.
not-
He wasn't
Because what he-
generational, but he was a
But
good
what he did
prospect.
against Georgia, Georgia made it be like,
That
okay,
caught my eye.
this is the guy.
Yes.
This is the guy that you should get. Like, look
But
at
it
this guy. This
wasn't.
guy
It
is
wasn't
somebody.
clear code to take him over the other guy who's struggling.
That's because
in
Bryce Young,
Carolina.
he won the Heisman.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
And-
saying. So it really now who in a better situation, CJ or Bryce? Now, and like
CJ.
I said, I don't like doing this because it seems like I'm taking away from these players, which I'm not trying to do. But it's just to point out that you need a great system.
Yeah, I understand that.
He's in a better system, and
but we're not dealing with that right now.
They gave up everything to go get Bryce, which was counterintuitive, but they thought that he was a saver. He's not. He's not. You gave up your best receiver.
Look, I understand. Look, what's making this so hard is that Carolina was so like dense in the head to trade up 2 or 3 spots and give Chicago this pick, and they stunk it up, and now they gave Chicago this first overall pick. This decision will be so John. I would keep Justin Fields if we didn't have the first overall pick. That's what's making it so hard. We have the first overall pick.
I'd be fine.
And you cannot tell me, if the Cowboys was in this situation, and if Dak take out Dak's MVP season, if we had a chance to draft another QB, we're gonna draft Dak's successor. I'm telling you, that's what Jerry's gonna do. He's gonna draft Dak's successor, and it's gonna be Caleb Williams. If Tua in Miami, you know how I feel about Tua. If they had all this, we're not dealing with what I'm used to be mad about in the past. Bad teams picking first overall. Chicago is a good team. They have a good situation. That's why this is making it so hard. But we're dealing with if all these other teams will quickly pick Caleb Williams over Justin, over their quarterback, and their quarterback is better than Justin Fields. Why is it hard for the Chicago Bears to do the same?
Because it can be another Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. Trevor Lawrence,
he's
he's a good QB.
Statistically, he all right. That's it.
How many teams?
I'm not even gonna go to his wins because I don't count his first year because we know what happened with the lap guy. The guy won't ladies. I'm not even gonna count that because that's not fair. Because I don't believe in whatever. But when we watch him play, he haven't been like generational. He's been just.
But that's Trevor Lawrence. I mean, that's not.
Would you even call him top 10?
Yeah, he's top 10. He's top 10.
Jesse, is he top 10?
Actually, I'm probably like 10.
He's probably 10.
I think
barely. And I'll put CJ before him. So,
but look, how many teams? How many quarterbacks in the NFL is worth passing up on what you know? Because right now, this obviously can't say hindsight because we know what CJ is right now. So, how many teams would pass up on CJ Stroud right now, and then also a chance at Caleb Williams? Like, how many teams has a quarterback situation that's so sound right now that if they had a chance at any of these two players, they'd say, "No, I am perfectly fine."
3.
Wait, you keep saying they pass up on CJ, but they also passed up on Bryce. Are we forgetting that?
Yeah, but also CJ was also available.
But also it was Bryce. So
you
there's risk to everything. You can get another Bryce now, and once again, he in a bad organization. A bad system right now. So I don't.
Yeah, maybe he'd be in a better system with Chicago.
Keep what I'm saying, pounding on them.
But who are those teams though? Louis, you said 3. Who are those teams?
Buffalo, Baltimore, and obviously Kansas City.
Well, those are only teams.
Yes,
that would be like we're so sound in our position right now. We wouldn't even if we had an opportunity to get in any of these two players, it'd be like, we're good.
I think if the Niners could, if they had the number 1 overall pick, they'll drop nothing against Brock Purdy, but no. This is why you keep him. You have a cheaper. He's a cheaper, and you're banking on his upside. That's he's cheaper. He's a lot. Brock Purdy's going to get.
You know what Brock Purdy is though. Brock Purdy has been great in the system. If I'm the 49ers, I'm keeping Brock.
Right. That's even more the reason. It's Brock. We are successful because of our system. So you're replaceable.
Trey Lance. He on our team.
You say he ain't have McCaffrey though. You say he didn't have McCaffrey. He got McCaffrey.
He didn't have McCaffrey.
Brock Purdy.
Okay,
So
but it doesn't matter if he didn't have McCaffrey.
The Eagles.
What is he?
Are they
CJ don't
passing up
have
on Jalen?
McCaffrey.
no, you're not.
So what are we talking about? I mean, Trey Lance, like again, he didn't play that many games, so I don't really want to pound on him. But you saying all these upsides, there's downsides too. There's been a lot of first.
Trey Lance's issue was his injuries. Yeah, that was his issue.
Who Trey
But you gotta
Lance?
take that risk.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
take
he
the
was
risk.
injury prone.
No,
too.
I
You gotta take
don't.
that risk.
Well, if we talking
gotta
about
take that
Brock
risk.
Purdy, if I have Brock Purdy, I'm not taking that risk. If I'm
You
seeing
gotta take that
upside in Justin Fields, I'm not taking that risk. The Commanders.
Because look, when
I'll take him
things
over
like
Sam Howell.
when a system like a franchise quarterback, like when a system goes to hell, because after a while they gotta get paid. When they get paid, and then like now all these players that you build around them, they have to go because you got all this money. But you want a guy that like can withstand that because he doesn't have to just rely on the system to be successful. Because I know when, as you say in past, if Brock Purdy loses a player, this or that, then they start to be they start to struggle. So if you get a guy, Caleb has higher upside for sure than Brock Purdy. If Caleb Williams is that guy, because obviously if he's not that guy, then we can all play the hindsight game. But if he is that guy, then that would definitely make the 49ers. Obviously, that make the 49ers.
Okay. Well, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for wins? Are you looking for Super Bowls?
I'm looking for longevity. I'm looking for a guy I can have for 10. I'm looking for longevity.
You can
stay
10
years.
What are you getting out of it? But I'm saying, like, what do you want out of that? Do you want
the Eagles? The Eagles,
Aaron Rodgers. The
method we're talking about. The Eagles and the Niners are literally doing it. They got a cheap quarterback and they stacked. And I mean, emphasize on stacked the roster around him to make room for error great as it can be. And remember, that's why I was so mad when people were propping those two quarterbacks up into the conversation, because I was like, hey, without like having a million, star players on your team or all pros on your team, what are you? And I know what you are, but you don't want to admit it. And I can't wait for you to get paid, because why? I said it's going to be like just like when Thanos did the snap. Everyone's going to be gone because you know why? Oh, what we're hearing now, AJ Brown, he's getting mad about targets.
Yeah.
He's getting frustrated. Brian Johnson's not getting. He's so you already know what's coming. Someone's got to leave now. Right. Jalen Hurts is just with Devontae Smith and company. Oh, he has another bad season.
But do you think, John? Do you think Jalen Hurts or Brock Purdy will be on their team for the next 10 years? Do you think they'll be Eagles or 49ers starting quarterback?
I don't know about. I mean, Jalen, he winning, so it's hard to say.
I'm here.
I don't really like. I don't like talking about people who winning, so it's hard to say. But I mean, if we looking at longevity, if we talking about longevity, eventually these guys are gonna lose their all pros, because they'll come into a situation right now. They'll look like Brock Purdy, and then they'll lose their all pros, and they'll fizzle out. Now,
I don't agree.
If you're getting Caleb right now, you need to win right now. You need to win Super Bowls right now.
But I don't think you need to win. You don't have to win right now.
When they gotta pay everybody, you saying he about to elevate the team. He not even elevating in college. How you gonna come to the NFL and elevate over everybody?
Terrible. It's defense is awful in college.
You gotta take into account, John. Like he played in the Pac-12. He may not play University of Texas Hook'em in the championship, but he's playing Oregon. He's playing Washington. He's playing some heavy hitters. You just gotta turn on the film on why he's getting these hype. Like so,
I understand that, but it's not translating to wins.
I mean, wins are not a QB spot, a QB stat, especially not in college. Especially not in college.
Yes, it is.
Especially not in college.
No, college is not a QB win. No, it's not that. Nah.
Yes, it is. That's why they. What are they? You talking about in college, or are you saying in general, overall?
In college,
especially in college,
in college, QB win is not nothing.
Trevor Lawrence, he never lost a game. Joe Burrow,
it don't matter if they mention it.
John, I can pull up that roster from when he was at Clemson, and I promise you it was loaded. I promise you it was loaded.
It was amazing.
It was. It literally was. It was loaded. That's why he has one of his teammates on his team right now.
Right now, Travis Etienne was going crazy.
He's balling like that's a great.
Deshaun Watson,
great college team.
He was at Clemson. because didn't DeAndre Hopkins also come from Clemson? But I don't think he was
that was with another
earlier.
I think he had. Did he have Sammy Watkins?
So I think he had Sammy Watkins. Yeah, Sammy Watkins.
Yeah. And look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow had Justin Jefferson, and he had Jamar Chase.
And he had Jamar Chase.
That's crazy for college. That's crazy for college.
I'm out here debating, watching a monitor. I'm out here multitasking, dog. And I still can say.
What do you think? We talk about what Chicago should do with the number 1 overall pick. I said
they traded 100%.
You traded, so you traded back. Okay.
Wait,
you say what they are going to do or what they want to do?
No. I know exactly where they traded to. They traded to Washington. They traded to Washington.
Interesting.
No, what did they do with Justin Fields?
They keep Justin Fields. They traded to Washington. They try to build around Justin Fields because he like the GM has hit on like DJ Moore, like all these different players. They trade it back to Washington for 3, get a king's ransom, like 2 first-round picks, and then like 2 first rounds, as in like, okay, this year's first round, obviously they get the 3rd pick, and then they get the next year first round for Washington, and then they get 3 second rounds. And Washington gets Caleb Williams, the quarterback that they want. And then, you just build around Justin Fields. You cannot deny that Justin Fields
So you banking on it like another year. You banking on Washington to be bad again. So you get
but you don't even need to.
And then they have to pass up on another quarterback. They do that for all eternity. It's
always going to be another QB.
You pay Justin Fields $20 million.
Do you know how hard it is to draft or get a franchise QB? It is. Look at in Cleveland, y'all been balling with y'all defense, but y'all still probably looking for one. It is very hard.
It's very hard. So why would Chicago draft Caleb Williams, number 1 overall?
Because I don't think Justin Fields is a franchise QB. That's why I don't think.
Okay, I asked this question, Harrison.
But so if you don't think that, so you don't think Justin Fields is a franchise QB, right?
Yeah, I don't.
But everybody believes Caleb Williams is. Why don't you sell him for a king's ransom, and then you can sign a franchise QB that goes into free agency?
Why not sell Justin Fields for a king's ransom?
So
some to Atlanta.
You don't even believe in him. So why would other people believe in him?
Someone will. Someone more desperate than us.
You know why? Because there's only one number overall pick. There's only one number 2 overall pick, and somebody may not can get. You can't get diamonds, but you can settle for rubies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so send him to a place that needs him, and they can give you
rubies.
You can send him for he's worth at least a 2nd or a 3rd, high end 2nd, and he's
worth a 2nd or a 3rd, but you could just trade the 1st pick. Instead of getting Caleb Williams, you don't have the team around him to really build this.
I've seen enough out of Justin Fields where I would keep him.
Do you think Justin Fields will be the quarterback for that team for 10 years? Would you trust 10 years of Justin Fields?
No, I trust 2 years of it.
But 2 years is not a franchise quarterback. That's a bridge.
That is Kobe. I trust for 10 years. It's not many QBs I trust in 10 years.
I know. But Caleb,
I don't trust somebody who never had a snap in the NFL.
Okay, so did Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence did not live up to that prospective talent.
He was 23.
He was the next.
We're not gonna.
Yeah, but he came in at
still
20.
top 10, y'all. He's still.
He's 23. Like you acting like
he's not hit his prime years.
I know,
like he's 30 years old or something.
But all I'm saying is, so I've seen enough, like John said, from Justin Fields to keep him and get a king's ransom for Caleb Williams. Dude, this is about to be another trade like what's his name? Ditka made for
Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams. It's the same thing. You could literally build your franchise off of a trade like that. And it's not even their pick. Now. It's not even their pick. Like that's, think about it this way.
It's going to depend off where he goes.
I asked John. I asked John the same question. So obviously the Bears are not a bad team. They're they're not a great team, but they're a good team.
Like mediocre.
So I was saying, I asked him this question. You're not a fan of us, but take Dak's season out. Like this, it doesn't happen. And the Cowboys have the number 1 overall pick. Do you think they'll draft Caleb Williams? And take into the fact that we may have to pay Dak $40 to $50 million for another 5 years. Do you think they would trade the pick, or
They would 100% trade the pick.
look, if you got Justin Fields, you're gonna play 2 more years of Justin Fields. You got to pay that man money, and if he doesn't live up to it, and you don't pay him money, you just missed out on Caleb Williams. Like
Everybody
it's a risk.
don't live up to it.
It's a risk, but that's a risk you take. Like
remember when Zach Wilson was in Mac Jones for the future for their franchise?
Zach Wilson was always bad for me. But look,
who do they have before him though?
Daniel Jones,
Sam Darnold. Yeah, Sam Darnold. I don't know. You talking about the Jets?
What about the dude from the Titans?
Who?
Ryan Tannehill?
No, not him. The other guy, the original dude.
Oh, you talking about the black dude that got drafted?
No, the one before all of them. I forgot his name. Oh, Mariota.
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, wasn't he the future?
I mean, look. All these prospects ain't better than Caleb. Caleb is a better prospect than all these players.
Yeah, everybody you name it, he's a better prospect.
Who's a better prospect, him or Trevor Lawrence?
They're in the same realm. I mean, they're both saying they're both generational. They're both saying they're both generational.
Prospects, they're inflated.
Trevor Lawrence was generational
because of media.
I mean, but Trevor Lawrence and Caleb Williams, like they different.
What do you see?
Different players.
Okay, and the team around, and the team in Jacksonville wasn't that good the first year, y'all.
That's I gotta have him. What are you seeing like out of him? I'm not getting it. Like, what are you guys seeing? Like, you got multiple interception games. What are you like, Jesse? You specifically, like, what are you seeing? Where like, I gotta have him. I haven't seen that. If you want to say Joe Burrow, I know he had all the talent, but I seen plays out of him, or at least winning.
Hold on,
Trevor Lawrence. We see the winning. We see he can run. He can do everything. So I'm seeing it. And like I said, it's not really fair because I don't watch much of Caleb Williams. But what are you guys seeing out of him? That's like I gotta have him.
He has arm talent. He has keen accuracy.
Wilson has arm talent.
No, he had a big arm.
He don't got arm talent. Like
he didn't have arm. All he had was a big arm. He threw a couple of deep passes in BYU.
3 interception games. You throw 3 interception games in college. You think about it comes to the NFL? What are people faster, smarter?
What do you see from Fields? What do you see from Fields?
And then let's keep in mind. No. Let's keep in mind.
Let's
keep in mind.
No. Pause. Wait, Lewis, you get your pause.
Chicago
podcast.
What number year is he?
Lewis, you gotta respect the pause, bro.
You gotta respect the pause. I always respect your pause. Justin Fields is currently in a situation where they are not scheming to his talents. His talents are like Lamar Jackson. They want him to drop back into the pocket and throw it.
I said that, didn't I, John?
Okay, well, you said that. But after this year, do you think, like, put it this way, Chicago fans are absolutely fucking frustrated. Do you think that they're just going to keep the same people around to have these people run this organization? No.
Fire them and get Caleb. Yeah. Fire them and get Caleb, bro. That's why. Fire them and get Caleb and restart.
But why fire them and get Caleb when you could probably get 3 years of first-round picks for Caleb Williams?
I'll tell you.
And you know what that means? You know what that means? You get Archie Manning in year 3.
But the thing is, like,
we haven't seen Archie Manning hasn't played a down.
He has. Oh, he literally has.
He has. I know. I'm a Texas fan. He played garbage time though.
Archie Manning hasn't played a down. And then,
but I'm talking about like a meaningful down, like a meaningful down.
Then say
like,
meaningful
did he
down.
Start?
But that's something that's not even.
If he didn't start, I agree with Lewis. He ain't played it down.
No, that's not even. John, he was QB3 this year. Like,
I mean, he's a.
But you can't rely on that either. You can't rely on Arch Manning in the future.
There's always going to be another great prospect. They have him every year. They have him every year. If you have Fields is like Hurts, right? In a way, like you have to because Harrison, you have a point. If you stack up the team, get the pick, stack up the team, and get him like a Jalen Hurts type of situation. But in me, I'm trying to get like my mindset. I'm trying to get longevity. I want a guy that I can have because I don't want to overpay, overpay Jalen Hurts and then he gets exposed without his OC, or overpay for Brock Purdy after a while because whatever. Because things start to break down. All those players you drafted, they start to have to go. They have to leave because the salary cap, right? They have to leave. But you're always going to remain with your quarterback. And if your quarterback is like getting carried, or is a guy who's like mediocre, maybe good, but he's not great, especially if you have a chance to get someone who is great. Like when everyone leaves and then it's just him,
Like Jalen Hurts, without all his talent, he's gonna be y'all gonna cook him. He's not gonna look good. I feel like Justin Fields has that same type of thing to me. So Caleb Williams, sure.
All right,
go ahead.
We've seen him like have 4 touchdown games, like throwing the ball. DJ Moore like literally went crazy.
I
that
seen
game.
0 too.
So you seen that out of a lot of QBs.
I've seen
Mahomes have 0 too. But the point is, he's a way better like passer this year. And when you get a number 1, of course your passing is going to increase. Look at how did Josh Allen look before he had Diggs?
Put it this way: at 3, you can get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Harrison,
Harrison, he has improved enough for I would give him another year, and
Harrison,
I'll just take my chances.
What quarterbacks are worth not getting Stroud and then also passing up on Williams? How many teams would do that? Like have a quarterback situation so sound that they wouldn't passing up on Stroud and also passing up on Williams.
Let me ask you this then: do you think they're happy they passed up on the dude who went first?
Yeah,
you keep saying Stroud, but he's not the only one who got drafted.
But they passed up on the quarterback position. Regardless of when you passed up on him, you were supposed to get you could have got a quarterback.
You know what? People said the same thing about us passing up on Deshaun Watson.
They should have got the other guy. I forgot his name, but they should have got him. What if they would have drafted him?
Wait, Richardson?
No. The first overall pick. I forgot his name.
Bryce Young?
Yeah, Bryce Young. What if they would have drafted Bryce Young?
I mean, do you think they have a better situation than Carolina?
What do you mean? I'm saying if Bryce Young was in that position, you said draft Caleb, but I'm saying you pretty much saying draft Bryce Young instead of having.
You're implying that the Bears are going to be like the Panthers, and we're trying to tell you that the Bears are not in the same situation.
I know the Bears are in a good position, but I'm saying, would they had DJ Moore? I don't know.
What me and Jesse
without DJ Moore, they ain't nothing. I'm gonna just put it like that.
What me and Jesse are saying. We're in year 4? We're finna be in year 4 of Justin Fields, and there's a certain mark a quarterback should hit in year 4. Okay, I understand that it hasn't been perfect, but that's part of the reason why you need to move on from Justin and admit that we couldn't build around your skill set, and we need to start fresh and new. Because
I'm not saying
Marcus have he not hit though.
Well, he's still very inaccurate with the ball at times. I've seen some throws.
I don't know how that. You probably I've seen some highlights. If you watch like the entire game, like gotta have it plays. If you watch the entire game, he has definitely improved passing wise. I'll have to check the stats.
He still get back to me. He still holds on to the ball too long. Yeah. The Bears are like the top of the league in pass blocking win rate, which means they're blocking up front. And he's still holding the ball. Like as a quarterback, I told you one of the most important.
He's being told to stay in the pocket. That's the whole point.
No. Get rid of the ball. No. Not throw it out of bounds, but I need you to hit the open receiver.
But that's not the type of player he is. He's Lamar Jackson. That's just a little bit faster.
The things I'm asking, Lamar Jackson is doing. That's the problem.
Because they literally scheme. We had this discussion like last week where it's like, oh, you need to scheme around these type of things. No, bro. He's Lamar Jackson with faster legs with less of an arm. So you scheme around that.
This roster is not even built for that.
My mindset is always pick. If you get a better quarterback, that's the best position you need. That's the most that's the position you need. So last year when that was like, Jesse, you can keep Davis Mills and get Will Anderson, even though we still got Will Anderson anyways, or you get the best quarterback available. I said, F all that. Give me the quarterback.
Give me Bryce Young. That's what you were saying.
We had the number 2 pick. Give me CJ Stroud, and wonderful things have happened. So me, if I'm Chicago I'm not a Chicago Bear fan. Y'all do what y'all want. Y'all best quarterback Sid Luckman. So I'm just saying, if Sid Luckman, y'all best quarterback from the 60s.
No, I know, I want them. I think it'd be really good for the NFL if they send him to Atlanta. Yeah. I really want him to send him to Atlanta.
Like, I think it'd be really good for the NFL if the Bears get a good quarterback for the first time in their existence. Jay Cutler and Sid Luckman are tied probably the best quarterbacks in your existence. That's ridiculous.
That's
like no.
Oh God.
And they won the third or second oldest team in the league. That's crazy. This team been around 100 plus years. They ain't get one generational guy. This is your shot. don't be the team to pass up when you have If they do that, they go another 100 years without winning anything. Another 100 years without any good quarterback play. If they do that, I swear, that plot written too perfectly, bro.
But
hey, go ahead, John. Get your last point. Then I'm
50-50. You can pass up on them, and you could be passing up on Bryce Young. You can be passing up on Zach Wilson. You can be passing up on Mac Jones. You can be passing up on a lot. How many CJs are there?
Look, the CJ existed when Chicago had a shot against a quarterback. There was a CJ, and then there's a Caleb. So you pass up on
also was a Bryce. If I would have told you, John, I'm not trading up to get the second QB. If I'm gonna trade up, I'm trading up to get the first one.
John, if you own the business, if I told you
they had the first overall pick last year, right?
John, if you own the business,
then they would have took Bryce.
If you own the business, and I told you to come to this auction to win $50 million, and you have 32 other people we can pick from, are you going to just sit home and be like, you know, I can make that? I can do it in house. Or are you going to come to the auction and take a chance?
Am I making money?
The auction is for $50 million.
Is there a way for me to make the $50 million? you only told me the good side.
That's the problem.
That's
what we're trying to tell you. There's no way for the Bears to make.
They have wins.
All right, let's think about this scenario. Let's think about this scenario right here. They trade the number 1 pick for Caleb Williams for 3 first rounds, right? To the Commanders, let's say. They get the 3rd pick. They do Drake May. Not a bad pick.
Wait,
and then they have 2 more picks the next years. And Drake May is built for their offense that they have. DJ Moore, the deep threat. It's built for their offense.
I think they'd be more pissed though. I feel like DJ Moore be like, I don't know. I feel like he wasn't like that. So
he wasn't like that.
I mean, yeah, that could work, but I don't think DJ Moore.
I'm gonna take a rookie. I'm gonna just go with Caleb. I'm not gonna lie.
Drake May's going to Caleb.
I'll just stick.
He probably is going to New England. Hopefully, they ain't got Bill Belichick there though. We'll see Chicago. We'll see what y'all do, bro. Like it's 50-50 split.
They wanted CJ. Some of them did.
The head coach did, but the owner ruined them. But maybe Chicago
what you want to do. Are you going to do the right thing, which is the right thing for the Panthers was to take Bryce. That was the right thing to do, but it was the wrong decision. Same thing with Caleb. The right thing to do is get Caleb, but it could potentially be the wrong
traded
decision.
From the 3 pick to number 1 to get Bryce. They would have got Bryce if they stayed right there. That's my point. Who? The Panthers.
So the Texans.
Yeah, I think that a lower pick.
The Texans would have took him.
No, I think CJ Stroud was the Texans guy.
I think I remember watching a podcast where someone said that Bryce Young was the best quarterback in the draft, but I could be wrong.
The good thing about me picking up CJ was that I didn't get no memes because he's Bryce, he's short, so I was like I was like, let me just get CJ because he's 6'3". I don't want to get memed and all that type of stuff. That might be too much for me. So I was like, I think CJ probably just chill, better, safer option. It turned out to be a great option. So hey, Chicago,
so far,
y'all do what you got to do. So far, so good. I want to talk Harrison. You came in, Big Daddy Cleveland. You're very hype. The last game you played, you beat the Jets, right? That was the last game you played, right?
Yeah. It was the Jets, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you beat the Jets. So you passed the Jet test. So Joe Flacco with 3 touchdowns. I told you come back play of the year, boy. I told you that. I think Cleveland is the scariest team right now to play in the postseason. That's obviously not like the obvious.
I think Cleveland is a dark horse. I really do.
Because you get 2012.
Remember, y'all went to the Super Bowl, so
he's playing like 2012 Joe Flacco. What the fuck? Who knew he would play like 2012 Joe Flacco? It's almost like he wants to play the Ravens in the postseason. I want to play the Ravens. Like that's the game I'm going to ball out, even if it means I get to the Super Bowl and I play the Ravens. As long as I beat the Ravens, I don't care about the Super Bowl.
I want to ask you, Harrison. So, gun to the back of your head. Where is Cleveland? If you get this wrong, obviously someone blow your brains out. Where's Cleveland finishing? No bias. Where's Cleveland finishing? They first round exit, second round. You think they're going all the way? Like, what do you realistically expect? You had to put all your chips in. Where do you think Cleveland's going to finish their season?
Can I give kind of a iffy answer?
The route.
Yeah.
So I'm 70% that it's like a second round exit, and then 30% that we make it through to the third.
AFC Championship game. Joe
So you're saying
I'm saying
hard
you're making
because football is just like you one play away.
I'm saying
like you got to do it 4 times, but for football you get one chance. And
I know, but I'm
right
saying
now they're rolling. So
I'm saying like in my mind,
I can see
that man. That man a troll master.
In my mind, I would always talk about good defense. They have even with the Broncos. I was like the Broncos have a chance because they have a good defense.
I just can't wait to see. I just can't wait to see Lewis in that Browns house, just talking about the Browns the whole time. And
we're gonna get into the Cowboys, but I'm just letting you know right now. You better you better rescind that bet because your boy X and them doo-doo birds in Philly, they just gave us the best route.
They did. They failed.
They just gave us the best route.
Them boys are failing, though. Them boys could be. You know,
they let us get.
He said he'd be on.
Let him make it for the. We'll get to that. Let him soak in. Let him soak in his winning right now.
I'm just letting you know right now.
We have what the same record. So why are you talking shit?
No, I'm talking about like because we are literally one of the best teams in the NFL at home.
The Browns been bad so long. You always take the defense. He talking about the Eagles. He never said about the Browns.
But he literally was like, you better watch out for this bet. You better rescind the bet because.
Oh, I'm saying that because before I made that bet,
y'all lost to the Cardinals. You lost to Jada Pinkett Smith
on the road.
I mean,
on the road. On the road. What are we at home?
Hey, look, the Eagles ruined that because the Cowboys. If the Eagles won, the Cowboys had to be all on the road. But now they're gonna have 2 home games most likely. So that championship game appearance is very likely. So,
and we get to avoid the 49ers.
And we get what? Say it again. Say it again for the Brown fans in the back.
You get to avoid the 49ers. I wouldn't have to worry about that because I've already beat them.
Yeah. Who did you beat them with? They had their whole team. Their whole team was healthy.
You beat them with Flacco?
My old team wasn't healthy.
But you trying to say it like it's the same 49ers. It ain't this. What's they win? What's they? They don't lose when they all healthy.
Their whole team came into the game healthy. Nick Chubb.
Y'all beat the Ravens too, didn't y'all? Yeah. We beat the Ravens too, didn't y'all?
We also beat the Ravens. We beat the top 2 teams in the league.
Y'all shouldn't have lost to the Steelers, right?
Wait, we beat the top 2 teams in the league.
Y'all shouldn't have lost to the Steelers because your team came in healthy.
I mean,
and guess what?
The difference between that is the other players came in later in the game. Nick Chubb broke his leg in half.
But he came in healthy.
I'm saying the other players came back into the game.
You know, I would never expect a Brown and Cowboys fan going back. But that's type of things.
I don't even know what you're saying right now. But
he's talking about the Niners players. He's talking about the Niners players came back. Not
they came back. Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but I mean, we didn't have our starting QB. We didn't have our starting running back. We didn't.
Yeah, but y'all better without him. Y'all better without him. So
no,
it's not.
We're not though. The record does not show that. The record at that point in time did not show that
because they had PJ Walker.
But also, I just remember Myles Garrett crossing up the San Francisco offensive line and then getting straight through. That boy literally put them on their ankles.
He also went 5 games without a sack.
I forgot how to play football. That's all.
They remember that. That's hilarious.
He racked them up this last week against the Jets. That's what's up.
You know, they circled us. They circled the star on the calendar, but when they saw the Brown, they was like, "Why are we playing this week?" And then they took it.
They circled the star on the calendar because they were like, this is an easy one."
Dang, wait, was that the last Thursday night game?
Yeah. What? Which one?
Browns Jets.
The Dookie Bowl.
The last one of the year.
Why do you say that?
Hey Harrison, hey, y'all, you're doing good, man. We'll see what you do in the postseason. So
Yeah, y'all are very dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous. I mean, where Casey at? Because
where is he at?
Let's FaceTime him because he said
go ahead, FaceTime.
the playoffs.
I'm on here.
No, I
and
mean, I talked
my
about the
kid's
Texans
sick.
early on.
I'm on here. My
I
kid's
missed
sick as
it.
fuck.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Casey, I mean, if you
he's playing with
FaceTime
house
Casey,
money right now,
you
so
know, yeah.
so yeah.
Harrison,
Well,
you do your thing, man. Y'all
who
gonna be
do
the
you-
5th seed.
Winning
Y'all
is
good.
only a
Yeah,
plus.
who do y'all play first? Who 4 seed? That's
Jacksonville right now.
ugh.
Well, actually, wouldn't we be? So we're tied with the Dolphins for the 2nd seed.
But
They
you
may
can't get
lose
it
this
because
week.
Baltimore
Yeah.
already.
Oh,
won the
actually,
division.
Baltimore's. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
y'all,
Oh no,
y'all
we
be
can't get it.
oh,
Yeah,
wait,
Baltimore's
they're
first.
playing that game. Yeah, that's gonna be the best game of the week. Well,
What
Dolphins Bills would be fire. Yeah, Dolphins
Dolphins
versus
and Bills.
Bills.
That's for
the
the
last
Basically,
game.
AFC East.
that's for the
AFC East, yeah.
division. That's for the division.
And
They
the 2
closing
seed
the
as well.
season out. with
And
that
it's a
game.
possibility that the loser can miss the playoffs. What?
Very
No,
realistic.
not the Dolphins.
Not the Dolphins though, but the Bills
The Bills
could.
can
Which
realistically.
that's so stupid. Like, I mean, that don't even make sense how that works. Like the
I
NFL
don't.
is crazy.
If the Steelers make the playoffs, I'm gonna
Wait,
be
they
so
can still
hopefully
make the
not.
playoffs?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have to lose, but and I think we have to tie. I think the Texans and Colts have to tie.
Yeah, let's not make that happen.
Now we can't let the Steelers. Cleveland, y'all got it. Y'all the 5th seed. I'm telling y'all the 5th seed.
Y'all finish
should rest
strong.
starters.
Y'all
Y'all should rest y'all starters.
And then most likely y'all gonna face if y'all beat the Jaguars, y'all gonna go see most likely
face
so I'm not buying.
Baltimore.
I'm not buying a single ticket, but I'm going to every stadium we play in, and I'm turning off the lights at halftime and then turning them back on, so Joe Flacco just balls that shit out.
Oh my!
I think he did poorly after that.
y'all
Actually, I ain't
be
gonna lie. To you. He did poorly after that light
Yeah.
off thing. You should probably
Leave the lights
No,
off.
Yeah, he didn't do well after the
No, but
lights got off.
but he's trained since then. That's the whole thing I'm saying. He's trained since
Okay.
then.
Yeah, he playing with house money, so this is the one time. Never mind, I ain't gonna say that.
No, one thing about y'all, I want to talk real quick too about Dallas and Philadelphia. Xavier, you're not
And
here,
them boys.
which makes sense because I told you I plot worry, boy. I tell you, you know what I'm saying? They did this. That man was talking about the Cardinals. They did that. I tell you, boy, I shouldn't have warned them too, but I said, they don't mess with no plot like that, bro. And what happened? Them boys lost the Cardinals. I think he forgot they played the Cardinals. That's the thing. Because I feel like I wouldn't say
all my
nothing about
jokes. That's nah, bro. You remember how Sage, how y'all pulled up on Sage, you and Jared?
Yeah, it was great.
That's how we gotta start pulling up like on Casey.
You gotta pull up
Xavier. Like we gotta just like pull up on them, bring the cameras, bring the mic, and like because all my jokes, because he had a lot of jokes, and I just sat back.
Yeah, he was cooking last week
like,
though. He had jokes.
All
bro.
right. See, and not only did he have jokes, but he was going below the belt. So I'm like, you can't be somebody like that. You
He
can't
on fire.
So just wait.
But
And you know, I accumulated my jokes through the week. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good. And he's not here.
That's why
I thought
don't mess with no.
You got it.
I don't mess with no. I don't, because when you say something like that so strongly,
Yeah.
Right. Because like Lewis, I remember that's why
I
I told you
when
when
camera. Not only did he
Lewis,
say
when
the
you said
joke,
it
but
at
he
first.
did it in the camera.
And bro, there's so many clips of us saying something and it being wrong immediately. Because Lewis, when you said that Dak won the MVP, that wasn't working. When Jared was like, "I'm not gonna sign the bad plot club. I think we could be like," he was confident facing Miami, at least more. And then what happened to him? 70-20. I talk about facing Carolina. No, he yeah, but he busy. He got work, whatever. I'm talking about beat Carolina. Carolina beat me. And now my man Xavier, he talking like y'all lost the Cardinals, had all these jokes, and then they play the Cardinals the very next week and lose. I'm telling y'all, plot work, boy.
And
the only one that worked.
When we lost,
what?
When we lost to the Cardinals, it didn't really sting. When they lost last week, it stings because it's the end of the season.
And they could have had their division.
That game matters a lot. And not only do it matters, them losing is helping us. That would make me so upset. That would hurt a lot. That's like if the Browns lose and it helped the Ravens. You know how hurtful that is? So
I mean, that's fine, but I beat the Cardinals. I would like to say that I'm the only one that's called something out where I said we're going to beat the Baltimore Ravens.
No, he said you could beat. I was about to say that. You the only one, and I was like, they listened.
I said
they were losing.
I said we're gonna blow out the Eagles. Beat the dog shit out of them. Beat the dog shit out of them. Like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I hear that from you every week, though.
No.
You beat everything. You beat everything.
Yeah.
You just
we them boys.
Yeah, but this is what happens when we tell you how this thing he was talking about. He was talking about all that mess, and they're not even that good this year. And we've been telling them that they're not that good this year. And now they're finally seeing it. And it's like, what did you expect? Kyler Murray, the last drive of the game, just easily, and I do mean easily. Y'all cutting a piece of cheese. That's how easy it was. Cutting butter.
A cold piece of cheese or like hot?
Yeah, just hot with a hot knife. Just going through butter. It was literally that easy. That's how easy he drove down the field for the game-winning drive. Like it was that easy.
Punts in the game.
No problem. Oh, actually, say it again. No punts in the game. He did throw a pick six, 99 yards. Could have been worse, but
they still won, and that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Hey, them Cardinals, bro. It's something about them Cardinals.
You know what's the worst part? They were at home. The Eagles were at home.
I wish I had y'all's division though.
Talking about for the last two teams, or
no, the last two teams, yeah. Because I remember, John, you did say something, but you saw the whole division gonna make the playoffs. You said something like that, and I know, boy, I was like, "Are you sure?"
So what, the Cowboys?
Last year we almost did.
What are the Cowboys? What's the Cowboys' record at home?
9-0. 7-0.
I'm great. I mean, I'm 8-1. So it's not like
that's impressive. I didn't know that.
So
that's good. That's impressive. I did not know that.
But you're going to be on the road the entire playoffs.
Just say what you want to say, because I feel like you have something that you want to tell us.
I'm just saying. So wait.
Just let us know. Let us know what you want. What's on your chest, man?
Hold on real quick. So I want to make another bet.
Oh, he going for it. Go for it, boy. Go for smoke.
And we could do this with Lewis and John, just Lewis, just John. I'm saying, if somehow in God's given earth, the Browns and the Cowboys face each other in the Super Bowl,
God's given earth, boy, that'd be a crazy day in life.
I'll take whatever you about to say. I'll take that bet. If that happens, I'll take
whatever I'm about to say. So, like, the winning team has to do what I'm about to say.
Nah, hold on, because
yeah.
No, I forgot. You kind of wild. So let me. I thought you were about to say something reasonable until you just put that disclaimer out there.
I was about to say so let's say the Browns and the Cowboys face off in the Super Bowl. If the Browns win, you got to get the helmet on your ass. And if the Cowboys win, I got to get the star on my ass.
Yeah, see, I knew it was about to go. It's about to go completely left. I'm thinking you about to say jerseys. I'll spend 150 for a jersey, but
that's 100. That's 150 right there. But it's a common remembrance that the Browns beat the Cowboys.
Is it?
At the end of the
that's
day.
Crazy. I don't have any tattoos. I'll do a sticker or something.
I'll pay for it.
Nah, it ain't the money.
I'll pay for it.
It ain't the money.
It's the pride.
Temporary sticker or something. Temporary tag.
Here, I'll
is that
change,
the bet?
I'll change it. I'll change it then. I'll change that's the bet in general. If the Browns and the Cowboys meet, let's do the whole next season when we're doing this shit.
Okay.
Whole next season when we're doing this shit. Let's say y'all start talking about the Cowboys. I'm on that shit. I'm like, yeah, we them boys. Yeah, fuck this shit. Nah, fuck the Eagles. I don't give a shit. Xavier, bye. And then
he turned on you a couple times. So he did turn on you a couple times. I don't know why. I thought y'all were friends.
I thought we were
Eagles fans.
Oh,
Eagles
he
fans
turned on you. Boy.
Not I was actually thinking about this. So now that Jesse, you've seen both. Who's worse? Who's more toxic? Cowboy fans or Eagles fans?
I mean, y'all both toxic.
Y'all are toxic. Y'all are toxic in different ways.
Yeah, different ways, 1,000%. The Eagles are like very rude, and very like, but the Cowboys are very like y'all get annoying.
He's literally turned the whole pot upside down.
But how?
And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted for that day. That was good to see. I hate to see that interaction
of what Eagle fans are. Even the little jokes he was like, that's what Eagle fans are. We chill, like we stand our confines. We'll talk about the Cowboys. He started going like out of the. He's talking about the Eagles. I mean, he started talking about the Browns, and he said some stuff about the Texans. He just went crazy. But we stand our confines. You know, the Cowboys. We pump them up. Yeah.
You know what though? What do you think about that bet? What do you think about that bet? If we somehow meet,
I can do that.
The next season,
no money. No permanent.
There's no money. There's no nothing. The next season when we're doing this podcast, if we meet the next season, whoever wins, you got to be on that shit. Like if I say something, even if I say the craziest shit in the world, even I say, you know what, Joe Flacco MVP, you're gonna be like, yep.
Yeah,
you know
Jesse, we gotta get in that too, though.
How long is this bet gonna keep going on though? Like, are we gonna be gray haired and grandkids? I don't know if we're gonna be podcasting about it.
I already got gray mustache hairs, so I'm already there.
Let's just do this here. Let's not do a permanent. Well, I mean, I guess
no. It's just for this, like, because there
24 season.
There is a chance that we get there.
Yeah,
together.
Yeah.
That'd be
actually
interesting.
That's the only team. Like when people say who can beat like the Ravens, I don't think it's like any of the good teams, like the Niners or like us. I think it's gonna be like a team like y'all.
Our D line has their number though. Like that's the whole thing. Our D line.
It's gonna be if they lose in the playoffs, it's gonna be a surprising loss. Like I don't think
Lamar.
It's
please don't do it again. Lamar messed up like that again. That's tough, boy. Come on.
That's gonna be tough on his legacy.
That'd be tough on his resume, boy. Even if come on, Lamar. This is the team.
That's the only type of team. That's the only type of team I see them losing to.
But I mean, if we get through, y'all get through, we make it to the Super Bowl. I'm saying we have to live stream that shit, and I will do it illegally.
We gotta go.
That's big. That's big.
That would be live.
I'll tell you right now.
I've already said I'm gonna sell my car.
That's big money. Boy.
Just be in the city.
You gotta sell the car. Where's the city? Where is it? Las Vegas?
Las Vegas,
right?
Oh, you know what? I got a friend in Vegas too. I could stay for free.
We need to get monetized. We get monetized to go to every sporting event, bro.
Oh God,
let's get monetized. We go to every sporting event I can get.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody sponsor us.
Ain't work.
I will put in that work. This is my night job.
Hey, bro, put in that work. We gotta get to 1,000 subs.
That's a year's salary.
Yeah, that's heavy stuff, bro. So I wanted to do this before at the end. The last segment is the sports awards. I sent y'all all a link for the 2023 Sport Awards. Basically, a poll of what do you believe is the best this, best that. I can resend it if you don't see it. But before we do that, I want to do this is the second to last power rankings of the season. This should be very interesting. Harrison, I put one of your power rankings on the compilation list of the funniest moments because
the one that I left where I had to do something for my daughter.
wait, hold on.
Lewis is so bad.
Can Harrison talk about the call because he was going on about it? Go ahead.
The fucking Lions call. I threw my phone just now. Right. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yeah, going for it 3 times in a row is crazy.
No. You know what's fucking insane? They inform the refs beforehand on those plays. They tell them who is reporting. That is not a player fault. That is a ref fault. A ref should not be able to make that kind of fault on a game. It should not be able to make that a game. That is a ref fault. The coach literally goes before the game and shows them on a fucking paper who is reporting, what is going on, what the play is before the game. And they told the fucking ref what was going on. He goes in to report. Jared Goff tells him to go report. The ref nods to him. Like, yes. He goes back. I don't understand how you could say that that's not a missed call.
But you acting like it's the first drive of the game, bro. It's the end of the game. And emotions are high. The refs, I mean,
the refs, their job is to not be emotional.
They got punished, though.
They got punished, but I'm saying the refs they got punished because it was the wrong call. That's exactly what I'm saying. It was the wrong call.
So 3 things. One,
damn.
It's on the Lions, the refs. Yeah, none on the Cowboys.
I'm not saying it's on the Cowboy. I'm saying it's not even on the Lions. It's on the refs.
No, it's on the Lions as well.
The Lions informed them. No. They literally tell them before the game, these are the players that will be reporting for this play. So the player goes and reports, and then
how did they know when the play was coming though? How are they supposed to know this is the play? This is the one we.
He'll let the line.
How do you know that? How does the ref know that?
He'll let the line judge know, like, hey, this is the play, this is the play, this is the play.
That's what they did.
So this is what happens. The 3 O linemen went to report. There was the 2 starters was already on the field, and then there's one coming from the sideline. The ref in his mind thought, okay, obviously the one that's reporting is the new O lineman coming in, which we understand that's lazy, but this is where they went wrong. The Lions. First of all, you're trying to confuse the Cowboys, which I don't know why you're trying to do that. Because as you saw, and this is where also the Lions messed up, when they report to the ref has to turn on his mic and go up to the defense and let them know, hey, so-and-so is reporting. 68 is reporting. So the defense can be like, okay, when 68 come out here, he's eligible. We're going to line up to him. That's one. So when people were talking about if they would have got it right, that he would have still been open. No, he would have been covered. Like,
yes, he would have been covered, and somebody else wouldn't have been covered.
Yeah.
So basically, you're telling, like, literally what I'm hearing is like, oh, so the ref should have gone up to them and said, oh, this person is reporting. He didn't do that. That's not on the Lions. Literally, the 70 was 10 feet away when those players ran away. Like, he was not nodded at whatsoever.
70 was coming in to replace whoever's. Usually what happens is the uncommon player is coming in to report as eligible. That's where they messed up. My thing is this, Dan Campbell, when you heard the referee and all 100,000 people heard the referee turn on his mic and say 68 is eligible, or it's 70 that's eligible, and it's 68 that should have been eligible. Why didn't you stop then? You heard it.
How can you? So I'm supposed to burn shit just to like no, it's on the refs. The refs made the mistake. That's the refs.
Yeah, they
fault.
made the mistake, but you could have corrected it.
But they also know the numbers beforehand who are being said eligible for the play.
But you're supposed to hold them. You're supposed to hold them accountable if you heard the mistake on the intercom.
No, but hey, actually, this argument is already solved. You want to know why? Because they got punished. Why would they?
They also they
got punished.
Cowboys as well.
Actually, they got punished. They got punished for what the missed call they missed before.
That's not the reason they got punished.
Oh, yes, it is.
Both.
Yes, it is. Because if they would have got that call, this wouldn't even exist if they would have got that call correct. If this wouldn't even exist. They missed a tripping call on Aiden Hutchinson, and they called it on Hendershot. That backed us up, which would have gave us a new first down, and we would have been able to run out the clock into the game there. That's where they actually got punished for. We're gonna keep it 100.
It's literally not what it's.
That's literally what. That's the reason.
It's a combination of both.
But it's more on that missed call, because that call literally.
I don't think that missed call is as bad as the other one.
It was egregious.
It was a
game would be over.
So I won't say that
it
call,
made it 1st and 25 instead of 2nd and 8.
Okay, it would have been 1st and 10. John, it would have been 1st and 10. And we would have run out the clock.
So just listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that wasn't a missed call. I'm saying a missed call on reporting when the person reported to the ref is a bit more egregious because it's not in the middle of play.
Why did you send 3 O linemen if it's one guy reporting? How about that?
The O lineman was literally 10, 15 yards away, bro. He wasn't even near them.
You were trying to trick.
He was running.
You were trying to trick the Cowboys, and you ended up tricking the refs. What did John say in the what's the name? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
No,
at the end of the day, you try to trick us, but you ended up tricking the refs.
The ref literally knows the numbers for the play. He is told before the play who is reporting.
They can switch the play anytime. My thing is this.
He has to be informed.
Wait, when would the refs know? They
run it before the game. Like they be like, hey,
they run it before the game. Like, hey, 68.
You mean it, bro? That's 3 hours, and
which I was gonna say that's human error.
And the game is going on, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to remember. Oh, hey,
that's your job. It's literally your job.
No, my job is to call the game.
No, your job is to
3 hours, and you want me to remember your trick, your deceitful play. It's okay to run a trick play.
Every other team in the NFL can run a trick play, and the ref doesn't call anything on it. But
because it's within the play, you're trying to do a trick play pre-snap.
But that's literally their fucking job to know.
Listen, the Philly special There's
Okay,
nothing
so-
wrong with it because it's in the like you're
So-
actually completing the play. This
Yeah,
was
so-
a pre-snap. This was pre-snap.
But no. They're told before the game, John.
But the thing
Before
is, they
the
could have
game.
correct. But you
But
don't.
it's 3
so you
hours
don't hold,
into the game.
And then
You
they're
don't
told
hold-
it's
Okay,
happening.
okay, let me tell you this. Like
You don't
they
hold
could have ran
Dan
that play at any time. They could have ran it in the
Yeah,
first
but
in the
in the
second
second
part of
quarter.
it.
They could have
How am I
ran
supposed to know
anytime.
when you running it? The game been going on this whole time. I'm trying to make sure I make the right calls. It's a 2-point conversion. The game is on the line.
I've never heard
I
someone
wanna make
defend a
sure
ref
that-
so much after saying that they've lost games to refs.
Wait, say
This
that
is
again.
ridiculous. I've never heard people defend refs so much to people who like.
I'm not
from people
defending
who
them.
have
I
literally
mean, they made a
have
mistake,
said,
but they
like,
made a mistake for both teams. We just can't sit here and cry for the Lions.
Yeah, I just told you.
I'm not-
I just
When
told
they
you
made
something that was
mistakes for both
game
teams.
changing. Like,
So all I said
this-
was that it was more egregious the fact that they knew about the play, they got
I think it's
reported
more
to how they
egregious.
should, and
They
then
inter-
they still called it.
they made a more. They almost cost us the L, a L that we earned. Let's start there. The Lions
Oh,
did
the
not
L
deserve
that
this
y'all
win.
earned, exactly.
Dang, that's a
No,
slip.
The Lions
But
did
but
not
not
deserve.
on record.
No, the L
the
that
Lions-
y'all earned.
hold on,
John,
let's be
John
honest.
saved him at the end, but he
The
slipped.
Lions,
I
the
don't
Lions. No, this is what I meant. The Lions did not
Yes,
deserve to
okay.
win this game at any point. First of all, they got their ass whooped. Let's keep it a buck. Matthews, Jared Goff was fucking terrible. He threw 2 bad interceptions.
2 of them things.
Two of them things. And after the first one, he got saved because CD literally fumbled into the end zone. Let's keep it a buck. And then on the second one,
So
that-
he got saved.
the second one ended the game.
Like your
Harrison, this is what we're saying. It ended the game. We get the ball. All we have to do is run out the clock. In the process of running out the clock, we get called for a penalty that backs us up like 15 fucking yards when it's
First
really
and
a
25.
fresh. It's a fresh set of downs, and it's a minute 45. We run that out, Harrison.
Okay,
That-
but what?
None of
but
this
what-
exists.
But what I'm saying is that is a less egregious call.
No,
than
that's more
what-
egregious.
It's not though,
Mm.
because
It is.
exactly what John was trying to say was like, oh, you're in the heat of the moment, everything's going on. It's been 3 hours. You're tired.
They said trip. You know what
But
tripping
it's-
is, right?
I'll agree with you. It's more egregious if they didn't miss the first one. If it was
First
just
one.
like if they were like 2 separate incidents, then yes, I would agree. Like if it happened against the Lions and then one happened against the Chiefs or something, I would agree with you. But the fact that you almost cost us the game by making this call, it hurt us as well. And on top of that, because I know what people say, well, if it was the Cowboys, they'll be mad. I would be
They
more
would be.
mad. I would be more mad at Mike
Yeah.
McCarthy, and he almost sold the game again.
He
I would
almost
be
did.
more mad that why are you going for it? 3
Actually, it was
times
on
in a
Dak.
row.
That's it. It was on him.
Yeah.
Now you're being emotional.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now you're being
After,
emotional, bro.
yeah. Dan Campbell is to blame
on
as well.
top of that,
Dan
you
Campbell has
said
the blame in that. Yeah,
he has the
Because
blame in
hit
this,
a-
bro.
he should've
We
kicked
have the
PAT.
most accurate kicker in the NFL.
All we have to do is get to midfield.
The most accurate kicker in the NFL.
Dak was ready to go back
he's
out
kicked
there.
60, 59,
All right, all right.
58, and we had 23 seconds with a timeout.
Two timeouts.
So the game wasn't over.
Okay.
And we complain about the refs, Harrison, because they have literally been targeting us. Like I sent you a whole collage of Micah Parsons just getting choked the
And the
entire
tripping
year.
call. The tripping call was
The
a
tripping
phantom
call was egregious. They literally
Yeah.
thought Peyton Hendershot did it, and it's clear as day that this fool in the blue jersey is trying to trip Tony Pollard. Like he literally said, and that call ends the game. Like we secure a more securable dub if they make that call. Instead of it, you're giving it. I've told you the Detroit Lions played a horrible game. They did not deserve to win that game. And if that tripping call would have called, you'd have been agreeing with me. They got their ass whooped.
So they played a horrible game, being like right there about to win it.
They were never in it. They were never. Honestly, we saved them. They were never in it.
This is just.
I'm giving you a call. I'm giving you a call that is so egregious that if it happened, all this.
Okay,
this
so
whole,
what happened before that? So what happened before that? Were they not right neck and neck?
No. We were 7 up on them, 10, and I just told you about a play. He threw 2 bad picks, and we really should have scored then, but we didn't. I'm telling you, the game, it was not in their favor. The only time they was able to move the ball on this was literally that phantom drive that should have never happened. That was the only drive they could ever.
There's only one thing I'm gonna say about the Lions and the Cowboys. Every time y'all play,
yes,
it could be anything that happened. Something is some plot-driven stuff that hurt the Lions. It's fine. It's controversial. Obviously, y'all have differing opinions, but every time y'all play in an important game, something funny happened to them Lions fans. They ain't got the plot to win that. Regardless of what y'all like, they don't have the plot. So if you're a Lions fan, most likely, I assume the Lions may win their first round game. They'll probably play y'all in the second round.
They better worry about the Rams.
I mean, they could. I mean, that's tough, but I think
Matthew Stafford coming home. Yeah,
that's a good ratings. But I think they can win that, and if they play y'all in the second round,
you can have us again. And you know what?
And then we talk about it again. And Harrison, maybe this time the referee, maybe the reporting stuff, maybe all that stuff is fine. Yeah. And then maybe they have better luck. But every time they play,
yeah.
All you saying is what?
Yeah, tell Jared Goff to bring that same game he brought. I promise you, it won't be as close.
So hey, Lions, Cowboys.
That's 2 touchdowns.
Lions win. The Lions win in their first round, and Lions, Cowboys.
Don't come angry.
Round, so
and we're gonna have more players. We didn't even play with our full squad. Yeah, bring it on, please bring it on.
Lions fans,
I'm so excited.
Lions
bring
fans,
it on.
Maybe I should bring.
We was excited a couple weeks ago too. You said we would lose to the Lions.
Yeah, I did. Y'all should have.
Why?
No, why? I just told you 3 reasons why. And then I felt, first of all, this is what the ref should have did on that play. There's actually 3 fouls, all committed by the offense. You didn't mention that it was an illegal formation. You forgot about that, huh? I told you that.
Apparently, the refs. I mean,
it was a legal formation. The moment that you go up to the rule states you need to have somebody on the ball and off the ball. The moment that O-lineman is declared as eligible, he is now a tight end. So you need to have somebody off the ball. Those receivers are on the ball. That was also a legal formation.
You need to have one receiver off the ball. You don't need to have both of them.
2 guys reported as eligible.
Yeah, 2. And one of them was. If you look at the video, he's off the ball.
And no, the guy is not off the ball. It was a trips call. Look at the film. Like, we all are saying it. The only people who's not seeing it is people who are hating on the Cowboys. You're blinded by your hate, and you're crybaby ass Lions fan. Just period, point blank. If it wasn't going to be the reporting it should have been a legal formation.
The Lions, they want revenge though. If you a Lions fan, you should definitely just I don't know how you like Dallas. I'm sorry. There's no way.
I don't know, but regardless, if I'm a Lions fan, I'm mad at the refs, but I'm also mad at my coach.
Yeah, I mean Dan Campbell.
I'm PAT,
bro. Yeah, after a while,
Mike McCarthy, he almost sold us again. So
yeah, I was on him too.
He got to lock in.
But speaking of all this power rankings, Harrison, you very passionate about the Lions. I'm curious if they're in your top 5. What are y'all power rankings? Second to last week of the season. What are y'all power rankings?
I always go first.
You got the Chiefs first?
Yeah, go Harrison. Go ahead. You go first. You got it.
No, I ain't going first. I always go first.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
All right. Well, I'll go first. We got the Ravens, 49ers. I'll put us third. Bills 4, and then I'll put the Browns 5.
Boy, you like me. I'm taking what's the name all the way out. They are out of the top 5 now.
Oh yeah, they're not in the top 5 now.
They're not in the top 5.
I think I agree with that. I think Ravens 1. I think 49ers 2. I think the Cowboys. I'm not looking at any other team that really, especially with the Eagles losing, y'all got a really good road. So I put y'all 3.
And we just beat the Lions.
Yeah, there you go. So, Lions fans here, man. Number 4. What you pick number 4?
Dominated them.
No,
I put the Bills.
I would have put the Dolphins. Dolphins got destroyed though. Ravens destroyed the Dolphins. Yeah, the Bills beat number 4.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Dolphins.
I think I put the Browns 4. I put the Bills 5. Actually, I think the Browns, y'all balling really. Y'all really. Joe Flacco is playing some of the highest rejuvenation. You're playing some great rejuvenation football, but hey, you never know.
I'm just thinking if
Browns,
they play
Browns, Cowboys, what?
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. 4 or 5, whatever.
Harrison Lewis, what y'all thinking?
Ravens, Niners, Cowboys. I would put the Bills and
The Lions 5th.
yeah, I may put the Lions 5th.
Y'all fucking crazy. You want to know why? Because you put in two teams that the Browns have beat above the Browns. And one of those teams you lost to.
So are the Browns undefeated?
No, they're not undefeated, but they're undefeated against teams that you played.
No, they not.
You talking about the Dolphins and the Bills?
I'm talking about the fucking 49ers.
I put them 2.
I know. But I'm saying you're not even putting the Browns up there with y'all when we beat the team that.
So you want to put the Cardinals? You want me to put the Cardinals 5? We want to put the Cardinals 5. They beat us and they beat the Eagles.
Went to the other extreme.
And they beat the Steelers.
I'm telling you how it goes right now. Because I beat the Steelers too. I play them twice. I'm saying you go Ravens, 49ers, Browns, Cowboys, and then Lions.
Wait, say that again.
You heard them.
Ravens,
No, I swear, I was looking at their schedule.
Ravens, 49ers, Browns, Cowboys, Lions.
Yeah. Y'all also lost to the Rams.
Yeah, we beat the dog shit out the Rams.
Yeah. And they Oh, and Mr. Flacco was playing that game too.
I don't think the Rams have a top 10 pick though. That's something.
And they still beat y'all.
Yeah, they
just saying,
yeah,
you said y'all undefeated. Y'all undefeated against teams that we played that beat us.
No, your point doesn't make sense.
Mr. Flacco, they topped y'all. I'm just saying.
Oh damn,
Mr. Flacco.
Wait, I'm buying George Kittle's shirt that say "fuck the Cowboys" and "fuck Dallas." Put it up right.
I know. That's why you. I know it. You're rooted in hate. That's why you over here not acknowledging that there's other fouls.
But did you beat the 49ers?
No, we didn't. You know what?
And that's your number 2 team. That's your number 2 team. Oh wait, did you beat the Ravens? No, you didn't get to play them, but we did.
Man,
how does that help you?
Hold on, pull up them losses, man. Please list.
How does that help you?
Please list off them losses.
All right, let's list off the losses. Let's do it right now.
Listen, hey man,
what seed are you? You should be disqualified if you're not hosting a playoff game from being in this power rankings. Actually, this power rankings is for people who are hosting.
We're doing it until this week, bro.
The point is, we doing it.
Well, what's y'all? Let's just go through your whole schedule.
And you also have one of the easiest divisions in the fucking league. You have 2 teams that are like 5 wins or less. We have no team that's below 500.
Yeah, the AFC North is the hardest division. Yeah,
it ain't every year. By the time y'all caught up, like y'all used to be weighing it down. Shit, and then like it used to be.
You act like
Matt Canada and company.
You act like you've seen as many championships in your lifetime as I have in mine. We have not.
Do you have a trophy shelf at least or a room?
I don't need one because I don't care about anything before I was.
The most championships in Ohio is in Canton.
There's a reason it's there.
Man. Hey, well, yeah. What's the Cleveland Browns wins and losses, bro? And then we'll go to the survey. I don't know. Go check y'all email and see if y'all see that as well, because I sent y'all a survey or a poll essentially. Yeah, Harrison, you tell me who y'all beat and who y'all lost to.
All right. So we lost to the Steelers. We lost to the Ravens. We beat the 49ers. We also won against the Ravens, beat the Cardinals.
Did y'all beat the Seahawks? How you just gonna skip over that?
No. I'm sorry. I was going on the wrong side. No, we lost to the Seahawks.
Another team we beat.
Yeah, but I mean that's also not an ass team.
So you saying we beat a good team?
I already said that.
So what are we talking about?
You're the one that said it.
I'm like, you said something first about us not that y'all undefeated against the teams that we lost to or something like that. But we beat a lot of teams.
Yeah, that
y'all lost to.
This is crazy.
And common opponents, we're both 2-2. Y'all lost 2, we won 2, and y'all won 2, and we lost 2.
Oh, okay, well.
Wait, actually, oh yeah, y'all beat the Cardinals and the 49ers. And then you saying y'all beat the Steelers, and y'all also lost to them. Talking about y'all beat the Ravens, y'all also lost to them too. So
I ain't cooking. Huh?
I mean, the hardest division in football. Shit happens. Sometimes you don't get 2 games against the Giants, and you don't get 2 games against the.
It ain't my bad. It ain't my fault. I mean, we had 3 of us in there in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't bring up
and all of us won a playoff game.
When you're talking about the hardest division in football versus the easiest.
How many Super Bowls do y'all entire division have together?
Damn,
the Steelers have a lot.
The Steelers and the Ravens have 2. Yeah, that's 8.
Yeah, we're watching the floor with that. We got 5. I think the Giants got what 4 or 3, and then Washington, whatever they are, got 2.
They have 3. I think they have 2 or 3.
Oh, I forgot. Philly's a little 1, and they contributed 1.
So it's like 11.
Y'all contributed 1.
So what is it? 11-8.
Yes, we're more historic. People turn on and watch our games.
I think,
as you see, they're hard to come by.
I mean, didn't someone in my division win before? Like,
was it you? When are you going to contribute?
What am I going to contribute?
Yeah, how many number one?
Away my whole fucking team.
How many number 1 overall picks are you like? How many times are you going to have? Like my fool's cool down rule that I mentioned on the podcast was really for y'all, because all them Deshaun Kaiser, Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel. God, dog, how many quarterbacks y'all need?
I don't know. How many seasons y'all need to win another championship? You keep talking about the ones before 2000.
We have them though. That's the thing. We have something to live what. We have it.
Did you see them? Did you watch them in person? Were you there watching them?
They still got DVD players. They still got VCRs.
They still got YouTube. Analysts now? Are those people analysts now? So you're just watching analysts talking about the championship that they won.
Y'all got anybody from y'all? Is anybody talking football from y'all? What do Brown players do after they retire?
Joe Thomas got into the Hall of Fame, best left tackle of all time.
I know they flourish. That's what they do.
Yo, Browns Cowboys. I would expect this Eagles Cowboys thing. Browns Cowboys is a funny battle y'all having. That's hilarious. Y'all got the same record though, so y'all got the ability to go back and forth. Hey, shout out to Cleveland.
Y'all gave me one of my best Maddens of all time when that fullback was on my cover, and then the next year he ended up trash. I know, but
Peyton Hillis.
Hillis.
All right, we can talk about Peyton Hillis. Let's talk about Tony Pollard.
What? We can talk about Zeke. How about that?
What do you mean talking about Zeke? I thought Tony Pollard was. I mean, I remember watching.
I seen so many premier running backs.
Broke his leg. You know what it's like to break a leg, right?
Dang, that's a sick joke, boy.
They got no drug addicts too, right?
Y'all don't even.
Man, that exemplars. Y'all love that.
I literally thought Zeke got assault charges and got them fucking waived.
Y'all can keep talking, but tell me, do y'all see the link? Y'all keep talking. Do you see the link?
Assault charges. Hey, how many?
John, do you see the link?
How many masseuses we talking?
It's a good thing that's not been
right.
This man Johnny Football looked at y'all uniforms and said, "You know what? I don't want to play football no more." And we see
y'all turned into a drug addict.
Come on,
he was already a drug addict when he got there.
Y'all amplified.
He was a good one though.
He admitted it. He wasn't a good one.
In college he was great.
Jesse, we can't do this when it's 2 Cowboys fans.
No, it's fine. I remember a couple weeks ago,
bro. You talking about we got drug addict and talking about Tony Pollard.
I didn't start that. I said that after Lewis was saying shit, bro.
No, all he said was y'all had a fullback that went bad, and then you said Tony Pollard.
And then but
like that was
a couple weeks ago. It was me, Maurice, and a couple weeks ago it was me, Maurice, and y'all two. It was Lewis and John. And then I think Lewis was cooking Maurice on some side note, and Maurice was like starting to get a little aggressive, and he told me like, "Oh, so this was what you're talking about, Jesse?" I was like, "Them boys just cut." But I mean, Harrison, you do instigated well. That's hilarious. You do have to take Xavier ain't here to like do that wonderful tag team. That tag team will get this podcast 2.5 hours. So I definitely
Doo-doo birds and the doo-doo. I'm gonna call it. That's y'all tag team. Doo-doo birds and doo-doo.
All right, Harrison, you see the link? Do you see the link, Harrison?
That's the crazy name.
Hey, John, which came first?
I do see the link, but I don't see a team as good as the 49ers that they beat that we had to play.
You set them up. That was a good setup. John, do you see the link?
I'm
on it. I'm on it. Just him.
You riding that? You riding that win,
yeah.
Man. You riding that win.
I'm riding that win. I mean, you ranked them number 2. I should ride that win, shouldn't I?
Just like X is riding that Kansas City win. Y'all riding that win, man.
I mean, I didn't put that even in the top 5. I didn't put the Eagles.
But that's not even you acting like it's the same 49ers team, bro. It was not the same 49ers team. That same 49ers team, they lost to the Vikings.
Well, it's that same 49ers. And it's that same Baltimore.
We put the Vikings 5?
It's the same Baltimore, too. It's the same Baltimore team. Keep thinking that. Going that game. Think it's the same old Lamar Jackson. You know.
It literally was the same old Lamar Jackson.
Keep on.
I'm here listening. Hey, look, I'll tell y'all this. So Cleveland, like I said, rest y'all starters this week. You get ready for the playoffs, and obviously Dallas probably play like Green Bay or whatever in the first round. It's gonna be a fun playoffs, bro. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully, somehow, if we got to win our game, and then maybe we can join the fun. If we don't, then I'll just watch y'all from the sidelines to see how y'all do.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine, whatever. But hey. I'm not trying to win the division either. I don't want to face Cleveland in the first round. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jacksonville, y'all got it. Y'all can do that. I don't want to do that to myself.
You don't want that. Casey do.
I know he do, but I'd rather just. I would literally rather travel to Kansas City.
That's what Casey.
He did say that. Interesting. I would literally just rather travel to Kansas City. If I make it, I would just travel to Kansas City. Pressure low. It's a much more like cooler games. Mahomes versus Stroud. See what happens. That's what I would do. But hey. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna be an ass whooping either way.
Hey, the Chiefs ain't looking as good. The Chiefs, they lost to the Raiders, bro.
How do you want it this way or that way?
Hey, look, they lost to the Raiders. I don't know.
Y'all the Raiders?
I ain't tripping. No, we better than the Raiders.
Oh, you are.
I ain't tripping.
Y'all barely beat the Browns.
Who barely beat the Browns?
They didn't beat the
Browns. They didn't beat the Browns.
The Browns?
Oh,
no, they got blown out. They got blown out. That's the game he went to on Christmas.
See, Jesse ain't fall for the bait. If I had Casey here, he probably would have turned up.
Nah, I ain't fall for that. I'm good. I know. I know the little setups, but I know your setups. But hey,
I know your setups.
I'm happy. Too. You are. I know you.
Nobody catching but me. Pause.
Good thing you put that in there, bro. But it's gonna be a fun week 18. There's only 3 games I think that are like really like big time, and mine is one of them. So
Cowboys.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, bro. I mean, y'all gonna beat the Commanders. That's not gonna.
I just thought about something.
What?
We hosting playoff games. I may actually go. Hopefully, my brother.
You put the Bills 4th, right?
Yep.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump them. I'm gonna jump them when they win. They gotta beat. I need them to beat the.
Yeah.
This is just
Dolphins.
Straight up bias.
So, or should we put the Seahawks above us? Should we?
You got.
It don't matter. Like you.
It's just straight up
you got
bias.
the Browns.
What are you talking about?
You got the Browns 5th.
So when a team wins, it automatically jumps up. So should we put the Seahawks? They beat the Browns. And the Browns beat the 49ers. And they also beat the Ravens.
I'm saying you really think the Bills are better than the Browns?
Yes. I do.
Nah, this is crazy shit.
I mean, it ain't like me comparing the 49ers to the, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
I'm gonna do this.
It's 4 and 5. That's a close matchup.
Actually, that's the other
dark horse y'all need to worry about. The edge is because they have Josh Allen. That's it.
That's the other dark horse you need to worry about. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna share the screen too.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna share the screen. I know they could. I'm gonna share the screen, man.
Oh man.
All right, we go start. That was a wonderful session of back and forth. I never expected Cowboy and the Browns fan to go back and forth.
This is some bias, brother. This is with the conversation beforehand. Definitely change these power rankings for these two people.
Yours
is gonna be clipped,
and yours is completely unbiased. Your ranking.
I put the Cowboys
And
number
before-
4, bro.
I'm talking about the Browns. I don't care what you put us. I'm talking about the Browns. That's not what it counts.
We
as
beat
bias.
both of the teams number 2.
Look.
Oh,
And time out. Pause. Before that goes back again, I had to give you a quick pause because I know Harrison gonna say something and it's gonna recycle. So I'm gonna do a quick pause.
All right, pause.
And we're gonna jump to the next segment.
Can we all
The
agree on the pause?
Cool.
We all agree on the pause. Now I'm gonna resume, and we're gonna begin the next segment. This 2023 has ended. 2023 was a wonderful year for sports. So I put in a poll/survey. Everyone gets to vote. We get to see what are the 2023 Sports Awards hosted by yours truly, Jam Sports. So we're going to begin with the great plot moment of the year. I'm going to have some in the background. We're going to hit this. We got here. What is the... We have Mahomes wins the Super Bowl off the Eagles' hold. We have the Nuggets sweeping the Lakers. We got the Spurs winning the lottery to get Wembanyama, or we got Dylan Brooks poking the bear versus LeBron. The great plot moment means a moment where plot perfectly goes to one other person, the main character or a high character. So I'm gonna let y'all vote. I'm not gonna show my vote because obviously
I voted. I fucking voted. I already
Okay.
know what I'm doing.
So is everyone voting? And I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna do a quick vote. I already know who I'm gonna do. So when I stop sharing the screen, I'm gonna do a quick vote after, so I can see the results. So we gonna go to the second one. We gonna go to the bad plot moment of the year. You have Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles tendon on his third snap. Got the Carolina Panthers trading for the number 1 overall pick and then becoming the worst team in the NFL, giving it right back. You have the Pistons setting the NBA record for losses in a row, or you have Chris Paul going to the Golden State Warriors after years of turmoil, and they are immediately terrible. Not terrible, but they suck.
They suck.
Yeah, they do suck.
I don't even know that much.
See how they end the season. Are they in the playoffs?
Oh no, they're 11 seed. Chris Paul, I love you, boy. Number 3. What is the best sports meme of 2023? And I'm gonna show y'all the memes, just because I love these memes. I'm a Twitter guy, so I know all this. So we have the Kevin Hart pose with the hands up. We got the Vince McMahon crying and shaking his head meme. We have the Kurt Angle staring meme, or we have the father trying not to laugh meme. So I'm gonna share my screen because all of these are all-time great memes, and I have to share my screen here. So let's see. So you got the Vince McMahon meme. I absolutely love the Vince McMahon meme. We got the Kevin Hart pose meme. We got the Kurt Angle staring meme. I love this meme, but that's my meme, boy. And we have the father trying not to laugh meme.
I picked the wrong one. Now I see. I should have picked something else.
Yeah, these memes are all-time greats.
Yeah.
So
I think Vince McMahon might be the best face in sports of all time.
I love him.
He's higher than LeBron. He's the GOAT of all sports.
All right, so y'all pick that one. We go into the next one, which is what is the best sports moment? We have LeBron breaking the scoring record. We have Mahomes winning the Super Bowl with a bad ankle. We have Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese in an epic championship women's college basketball championship game. And we had the Jets walk-off touchdown versus the Bills. That was a great moment. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have it live. That's what I put on here. I have it live. The perfect live stream. But yeah, that's number 4. You gotta pick on that. We're gonna move on to number 5. If y'all watch the playoffs, since obviously I can't do the NFL playoffs since we're in the 2023-4 season. The best NBA playoff series, you have the Sacramento Kings. I know, John, I know you watch the playoffs too, so I think it helps too. So you have the Kings versus Warriors 70-game series. You got the Lakers versus the Warriors. That's when Jordan Poole forgot how to play basketball, which made him get traded. Celtics, them boys up 3-0, almost blew the lead, but they ain't had the plot for it. And they have Celtics versus 76ers.
One game at a time.
Yeah, one game at a time. A good way to troll me all these months later. One game at a time. Work the next round though. So y'all pick whichever you thought is the best NBA playoff series. I believe we have 2 more coming up. We have what is the best sports team of the year? Got the Kansas City Chiefs, won the Super Bowl. Got the Denver Nuggets. Got the Texas Rangers, won the World Series for the first time. And you got the LSU's women's basketball team with Angel Reese beating Caitlin Clark.
I like the diversity.
I'm here, bro. I'm here.
Didn't read that question right.
And I believe last, but certainly not least and I'm gonna put I put the time for the last one. This one's most important one. Who is the sports player of the year? LeBron James for breaking the all-time NBA record for scoring. Patrick Mahomes for telling everybody he's the main character. Nikola Jokic for his epic postseason and winning. Or Angel Reese for being literally the face of LSU, beating Caitlin. Now, what I'm
happy with all my picks.
I'm going to vote myself now. I'm going to do a quick vote myself. Let's see.
Hey, John,
I'm curious what y'all do.
I'm excited for a bet.
Let me see. I'm pick you. I'm flying to this.
We got if we both make it, we have to live stream that shit. We all have to be like together, like watching.
Yeah, I'll live stream.
If y'all both make the Super Bowl,
yeah.
We'll have to tailgate or something though. Like I don't know how many more years we gonna have of this.
That's what we should do.
I'll meet you in Vegas.
I'll fly to Vegas.
You definitely have to take advantage of this.
I mean, that's money though. That's some. Hey, y'all got the funds for that.
Yeah,
right.
Flying to Vegas, Spirit cheap.
Take out a loan.
I know there's that's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. We got the results, and the results are in. Let me do the drum roll. I gotta do a drum roll or something because the results are in, and I see the first one. That's hilarious. Of course, that's gonna be it. All right, I gotta share my screen here. We're gonna do it again.
Yo,
share the screen. So the great plot moment of the year, I could tell because they obviously gonna pick this one because Mahomes winning off a bad ankle because they obviously despise the Eagles. I definitely wanted the Eagles fan here to see what he would put because obviously he wouldn't put this. But it looks like off of our votes, Mahomes winning off the Eagles. I put the Spurs winning the lottery because I knew through just strong plot. I knew
I actually
picked the weapon. Yeah,
I thought the Nuggets sweeping the Lakers was my favorite fucking plot moment of the year because I mean. If you think about it, the common NBA fan don't think about the Nuggets.
No,
people that actually pay attention, that's.
Nah, when the Spurs won the lottery, that was crazy. That was actually.
Yeah, we knew. That's definitely plot driven. So the bad plot moment of the year, we all agreed Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles tendon.
100%. There's no possible way it's anything else.
That is
the Panthers is a nice little runner-up.
That would be the runner-up.
All right, so yeah, Aaron Rodgers, sorry for you. Let's look at the next one. Best sports meme. I put the Kurt Angle. I love the Kurt Angle staring meme, bro. But
I like the Kevin Hart. I like the Kevin Hart.
I like the Vince McMahon. Yeah, the Vince McMahon. It has more. It has more range to it.
Every time you see that means it means somebody like
nostalgic or something happened.
Like somebody it was like just bad for you.
And it go with literally everything.
Rockets history with the Warriors.
That man found a way to cook me. Anyways, that's hilarious. I ain't tripping though. Yeah, I picked the Kurt Angle staring meme. That meme is also that I think it's not. Maybe the Vince McMahon was more versatile, but I don't know. I saw the video of did you see the video? This ain't sports related, but the guy who jumped on the the judge.
Right? That was crazy.
And then they had a meme with Kurt Angle, like the staring meme, and his lawyer. That's how his lawyer looking like that. That made me. That's. That is something. Boy, that's the 2024. How to start the year, bro. So it looked like Kurt Angle staring meme won. Best sports moment. There was no bias from the Cowboys because everyone understands that LeBron breaking the all-time record was a pretty easy, clean sweep. Since obviously we didn't expect to see that probably in our lifetime because that record was pretty crazy from Kareem.
Yeah.
So that's an easy one for best sports moment. Best NBA playoff series. This should be interesting. Kings, Warriors,
It's
Heat,
easy.
Celtics.
What?
I think John
Kings,
picked Heat.
War-
You think Heat Celtics,
Yeah.
John?
One game at a time.
One game at a
Kings-
time, boy.
Kings Warriors, brother. That's
I
the
don't,
best.
really,
fucking
I don't
series.
really even remember that.
Hey, you
Nah,
want to know a
this-
fun fact? You want to know
They
a fun
gotta-
fact? You know De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah.
Went to Tascasita.
I played against him in middle school.
Wow.
You
You
know,
remember
he gave y'all
you-
work.
No, he didn't. We won the game, brother.
Oh
Oh
wow.
my god, that's bragging rights too, boy. That's some bragging rights, boy. Hey John,
We
that's
won the
the
game,
serious
brother.
one.
Yeah,
Draymond
that's-
Green stepped on Sabonis and jumped off him like Super
Yeah,
Mario.
like Super Mario.
You know that game was high
Which-
scoring, back and
I mean,
forth.
It was
The-
well
the
deserved.
King-
Try to grab his foot.
The Kings going up 2-0. Them lighting the beam, they almost won the series, and then
Yeah, it was. I mean,
finally-
it was fun. I
if-
guess.
Steph
no,
went crazy.
That
Nuclear.
that one finally felt like the Kings like reached their potential. You know what I mean? Like they finally felt like they reached their potential. That's what was amazing about that is like this is what the Kings can be.
Like they were neck and neck. Like they were giving
Yeah,
the
50
Warriors what? Oh, if that last
50
that's
in that
when
game
he-
7.
game 7, 50, that was
Yeah.
icing on the
That's
cake.
plot for you, boy. That's plot for you. That's a main character type beat. That's plot for you. I knew the Kings would lose though. The people think Kings gonna win. I'm like, bro, Steph Curry main character, bro. He the best player in the series. Is they gonna win in 7? So Kings Warriors was the biggest one. The best sports team. Obviously, I know who picked the Rangers, but the Kansas City Chiefs, Denver Nuggets. Who picked the Chiefs?
Nah, I picked the Chiefs, but I forgot that it's 2023.
It's the Rangers.
Going off
And y'all some
2023, I took
haters.
Nuggets.
It's
They
the
was
Rangers.
dominant throughout the whole playoffs.
it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Nuggets.
It's
And
the
what, 16 to
Rangers.
They dominated
It-
everybody.
The
I mean,
Rangers.
Rangers.
definitely,
It's
I
the
ain't picking no
Nuggets.
Rangers.
nah,
I
yeah,
ain't picking no Rangers. bro.
definitely the Nuggets.
It's the
It's
Rangers.
the Nuggets.
I ain't
They
picking no
dominated
Rangers. I'm
the
picking no
entire-
Oh,
Rangers.
they had
They
the
dominated
Won
everybody.
16 and
though.
3, boy.
Did
I
the
know
Rangers
that, but
dominate anybody?
yes, actually they did.
They ain't dominate everybody though.
They didn't dominate everybody, but we dominated some. He said, "Did we dominate
The
anybody?"
Nuggets dominated.
No, that's a
everybody.
legitimate. That's no trolling that. I really don't know. I
We
don't.
beat the,
know.
the Orioles,
at
and
the-
then
at the
I
end of
know
it-
the Nuggets dominated everybody.
At the end of it, he was like, "You know what? I just want to go see my horses."
And he didn't even care.
He didn't even care. That's
He
how good
didn't care.
That finals was
He
so-
didn't even care.
that finals was so boring, bro. Like we knew they were
But
gonna
that's
win.
because he was that good. That's because he.
Yeah, that's
I know.
Everybody.
because he
They
was the
just
best.
were the
he
best
was one of
team.
the best sports team.
Y'all didn't watch the World Series. That was
Nope.
exciting.
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I got eliminated. So I was.
You know, that's why
I
they-
felt-
I did watch the Astros though.
Yeah, and yes, that's why you didn't vote against us. You saw what happened. We
I think
some
the Nuggets,
historic
but I
moments.
still would have picked the Nuggets. Even if the Astros were on here, I would pick the Nuggets. I ain't gonna be biased. I think the Nuggets went 16 and 3. They swept the Lakers. That was very
Bruh,
impressive.
The Nuggets. by
They came a
far-
long way from ducking the Rockets, right, Jesse?
Yeah.
And I
You know,
think I think the fact, like
Now
I
we
said
ducking him.
afterwards, that he's literally, I don't want to be at this parade. I want to
That
go
would be a
hang out with my
3-4.
horses. Is
Oh,
even
somebody,
just
somebody
like
here. Who here? Oh no, I'm tripping. I thought it was someone. I thought Casey came in finally, but I'm tripping, boy. I continue, bro. Continue.
nah. I think just the added effect that their best player, he should have been the MVP, or was he the
Yeah.
MVP? I thought it was Joel.
No,
It was
Joel.
Joel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joel won it.
no, I think Jokic should have been the
I want
MVP.
100%
You got-
agree.
He got the
um,
Finals MVP though. That's all
but-
that matters. He got the
but I
Finals
think
MVP.
I think it's just so fucking hilarious that afterwards, like, I don't even want to be here. I'd rather just hang out with my horses
It
and
kind of hurts him.
do
though.
the
It kinda
like.
hurts him.
It literally is just like it's like I don't give a fuck about this, and I still am the best.
Yeah, hey, that
Yeah,
kind of
that's
that rubbed people the wrong way, but hey, he that man.
it,
So that leads me to the next one too.
Ooh.
Because it leads me to the next one because obviously he's a part of it. I should put put on here, but Angel Reese is also a great one. I should put Otani, but I feel like no one would pick Otani.
I'd
So-
pick Otani.
Okay, well, we're going
Should have
to
put Corey Seager.
no, that man biased again. Sports Player of the Year. Who? Okay, so yeah, Jokic.
Angel Reese.
Who picked Angel Reese?
I did.
I did.
We
Nah,
gearing
bro.
up for Black History Month, so
Nah,
That's crazy.
bro.
You didn't even
I'm
put
putting
Joel
my-
on here.
I'm putting
Nah,
my
bro.
vote in.
She don't
No,
watch
wait
the
till I
podcast, bro. You don't.
I gotta put LeBron on here. LeBron didn't even have a good year that year. Yeah,
LeBron,
okay.
that man is the scoring champ,
Well,
all-time
and
scoring.
Oh,
plus,
that
I mean,
moment, yeah.
I don't watch college football, so I damn sure don't watch college basketball. But I mean, she put college basketball on the map a little bit. I tuned into
she
the
really
game.
did.
What's
So,
that
really
other
did.
girl's name?
Caitlin
from Iowa?
Clark.
Caitlin
Caitlin
Clark.
Clark is
Caitlin
actually
Clark is
she's going crazy right now.
she's going nuts.
Yeah.
even if
too.
she better, it's like, better ain't always what.
Well, I mean, like that's why Angel Reese has a name, is because Caitlin Clark and her went like this to each other. That's why the media covered it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was seeing stuff, so that's why I went with her. I mean, I can't go with the person who don't even care about sports.
I feel it, yo. Jared would have definitely picked Jokic, but I wouldn't have been mad at him because Jokic definitely
It was really nothing like
just
none of
wanna
them
see
choices
the
was like, man, I gotta choose.
He got snubbed for MVP. That's why I picked him, because I mean, Joel they gave him like that MVP was like, here, shut up, stop crying. That was that MVP.
Like Jokic, like they can claim that he was stat padding, everything like that. It doesn't matter.
That was a funny time period, bro.
That was stupid.
Funny boy.
Kendrick Perkins, yeah, he's hilarious.
Kendrick Perkins is insane, but
that was a good time, just that's a 2023 memory. Bro.
So even just like let's even just say he's stat padding to get your stats to that level, just like stat padding where you're like assisting so
averaging a triple double.
Yeah,
in stat padding.
It's stat padding
as a center.
Yeah,
so that wasn't stat padding.
That's insane.
No, he's the offense. Like he's the offense.
Jesse. No. Everybody. Jesse, was that stat padding?
We talking about Jokic?
Yeah.
There was stat padding moments, but Russ's stat padding is too egregious. It was every game. It was way too more egregious, bro.
Well, no. So I think the difference is
Russ
that,
was the offense.
Yeah,
the offense won.
Offense, defense, rebound. He was everything. That's a real MVP.
But I mean,
that boy was stealing rebounds.
I saw Russ pushing people away for rebounds.
He was stealing rebounds, bro.
Or he wouldn't shoot. He wouldn't shoot so he can get the assist. He need one more assist. So he wide open. He ain't shoot the ball. He passed somebody.
Man, I'm about keep moving. Like,
when's the last time, like in our
and they made the
playoffs? All right. So let's say this. When's the last time, like you would say in our like era, let's say past 10 years, that you've seen a center just absolutely be the base of their base of the offense going through? Like, it doesn't matter about the point guard, doesn't matter about anything. Like, he can go anywhere, he can do whatever you want.
I had this argument with my uncle, because he was like, I was trying to tell him that Jokic is the most unique player we have ever seen.
Yeah,
and he keep like, because he's a 90s fan, like a 90s basketball fan, and he keeps trying to make these comparisons to like Patrick Ewing, and like I actually watched today's basketball, and I saw like highlights of Ewing, and it's not much, but no disrespect, but it's a clear difference. Or he's saying he has Tim Duncan in him, and I'm like, what did you see Tim Duncan? Like, Tim Duncan is good, like, but he was very fundamentally sound. I'm not seeing somebody who's 7 feet take it off the rim as a center, pushing it up the court, John. Like, he has the ball in his hand, like he's the point guard.
That's what I'm saying, is like there hasn't been a center in like at least the past 10 years that has been able to play like Jokic plays, where he's able to play. He's able to play pretty much every single position on the court. And then that's what I said. It makes it even better. He's like, I don't even give a fuck about this. Like, I'm just doing this for fun.
The one thing and the last thing I'll say about Jokic is the reason why Jokic I really like is because every time he was in the post, they gave him the ball. It was like a 90% chance. Like, if he went to go score, it was always gonna, like, that whole postseason. I barely saw that man miss in the post. Like, it was just, he got it every single time. It was like the easiest bucket. Like, if y'all ain't scoring, just give it to Jokic and get the easy 2 points quickest win.
You know why? You know why? Because whenever he goes off for a casual 41, they lose. They are most dangerous when he's getting everybody involved. Actually, that was the game plan against Jokic, to let him eat. That's what the Lakers tried. They were like, you know what? Feast on Hachimura, like feast on the paint on him. And so you don't, We just don't want you to get Michael Porter Jr. involved. We don't want you to get the point guard involved. 27, Jamal Murray. We don't want you to get him involved because that's actually his most dangerous like trait. Is he's a hell of a playmaker for a big.
He's the Magic Johnson of centers.
Yeah, bro, Jared, you missing, bro. You missing out, bro. We glazing your guy right now.
He's the Magic Johnson
the
of
only
centers.
time we're glazing Denver sports.
Jared, you're missing out. Hey, I'll tell you this: we gonna have a basketball podcast. Anybody down to join? Whatever. Basketball season, NFL season winding down. So basketball podcast gonna be balling. Shout out to my guy Shangoon. That's Jokic Light. Just shout out to you, my man. You keep doing your thing, boy. Yeah, I'm saying it. So, but
Luka for MVP.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's probably. I mean, Joel Embiid balling though. He having like 35 or something.
Man, he got his MVP.
Well, everybody else, thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I may do another one of these surveys for the others. I'm curious what they think as well. Or I might actually just send them the link and I'll just give y'all the results, what everyone else says about all the things I put out here. So I'll probably just do that and I'll tell y'all on the next pod. But hey, Texans, Colts, we'll see what happens with that. That's a playoff game, so we'll see what happens with that game. I can go either way. Cowboys, y'all got the division. The Eagles, them boys keep losing. That man ain't learned plot. The Cardinals, he don't understand plot. Hey, Cleveland, y'all boys playing good too. Cleveland versus Dallas, Super Bowl, most unlikely I'd ever see. But obviously, Harrison, you talk a lot, so it'll be fun to see. Hopefully, you do well because Dallas people, they tend, especially John, he tend to remember stuff many years ago. So if you mess up now, he gonna remember this for the next 5-10 years. Like you'll never ever forget.
If the Cowboys get knocked out first round and the Browns go through, bro,
hey, cash money, boy. Cash money.
My daughter is sitting on. I'm keeping her up past her bedtime. My daughter is on this lap, sitting here, right here, and then I'm gonna be like, "Does Lewis have his hat on, Blake?"
So hey,
that'd
be interested to see. That'd be crazy. That'd be interesting to see. I might even let you host a segment. You can host that entire segment if you want, because obviously you definitely on that.
Yeah,
you be on that type of time.
Give him the pod.
But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more content, and we will catch you guys on the next video. And we out of here. Peace.